Hi, Mark here from the Tangent-Bound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangent-Bound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangent-Bound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangentBoundNetwork.com and see if Tangent-Bound Network is right for you.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Don't worry, Toby. Just use the Force. Like in that film, you know.
365 Flicks Podcast. 365 Flicks Podcast. Come and listen to it right after you finish this podcast you're listening to. It's got Chris and Kevin and a weather guy called Toby. What's the point in a weather report on a podcast, I hear you ask? Well, there's only one way to find out. Download every episode that is currently out and listen to those bad boys right now. It's got Toby Osmond, who is kind of a guest host, but thinks he is the most important part of the podcast. Hashtag not joking.
You can find 365 on iTunes, Libsyn, Spotify, and awesome websites like DangerEntertainment.net, Nerdly.co.uk, and Tangent Bound Network. It's like shit in a field.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
The boys will let you know when there's a Spurler. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language, episode 400.
Coming at you live
From, what do we call this place?
Well, I mean, it's Shameless Plug North,
Right.
but right now it's become the All the Beers podcast studio because of my other side project.
Yeah. I think that's appropriate. You should just rename it that.
The All the Beers
we'll just
podcast
go with
studio?
that. Yeah, it's the All the Beers Pod Studio.
Okay, that works for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, live from the All the Beers podcast studio, which I actually think like this is my mom's table. I had to borrow it.
Okay.
But I think I'm going to buy one of these because I think I might do live stuff with my beer pod because I'll be like on for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and I want stuff on the YouTubes anyway. And then people can see me sound like a real like moron.
Yeah.
But then if they listen to the audio, they'll be like, God damn, this guy's like a pro. Because I go through and I edit.
Oh,
It's mere, like the last one I did, I was talking about Oberon. I'm like, Oberon was, and I was like, pause. Oberon was, and then I was like, no, and I start coughing and I pause again. And I just go through and edit out all the garbage.
That's, I think, the fun part about us doing this is that anyone who would watch it gets to see how little we actually change the show from when we record.
Like if we could figure out a way to do it live every week, I think I would.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we could. I could just come grab you every week and whatever.
Yeah, we could. This would be weird as hell, but yeah, we could. Yeah.
Because it's fun.
I'm not against it.
I'm not against it either. I mean, we got Big Dumb Hams.
We do. For anyone listening, this is a really old callback. Actually, it started on
Hobie.
Yeah, History of Bad Ideas podcast when we were on. We kept talking about Ham's beer, and lo and behold, I don't think I've ever had Ham's.
It's not terrible.
Until
I've had
right now, actually.
The last time I had Ham's, I was at, I think, the Tin Can.
Oh, yeah, I remember you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I think I was supposed to meet you there, but I
think
didn't
so.
end up going that night.
Yeah, I think so.
So, yeah, and as anyone who listens to the show knows, when we do beers, we generally, if there's a big dumb option, meaning large can, that's what we go for.
Tall boy, baby.
Tall boy.
We're large lads. We need tall boys.
That's right.
That sounds creepy.
Everyone loves Big Ham.
Yeah.
That should be their motto.
That should be like someone in our gang. Big Ham. Just saying.
Yes, you are right.
Right?
Can we call tea Big Ham?
I mean...
Think he'll like it?
I kind of want to call him Black Forest Ham.
Okay.
Just saying.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, man.
Man. So, yeah, 400 of these things.
I know. What the hell's wrong with us?
I was talking with Heno the other day. I was like, I got we're on 400 of this. We have the 49 enthusiasts, which I'm not on all of them because some of them are beer fest I didn't go to.
That's true.
But I'm on most of them.
Yeah.
And then we're, 2 weeks? Well, this week will be 199 for the Crazy Life.
Right?
Yeah. So that's a lot of podcasts.
That's a lot of, and plus you're doing a side project too, probably.
Yes. I still need to start doing it, but
hey, I hear you.
Yeah. So, man, it's crazy how, looking back, before long we'll be hitting, 8 years?
Yeah.
We'll be hitting the 8-year mark.
I know, right?
Pretty soon. Well, it's still down the road, but you know what I mean.
It's still, though.
Soon enough.
It's wild, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It really is. It's,
something for us to just screw around and hang out, and now 8 years later, made a ton of internet friends.
Yeah.
Around the world.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I was just actually talking about Angry Oz today, actually.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Huh.
Between that and Twitter, I've made friends all over the dang planet.
I know, right?
It's pretty awesome.
I don't get it. How'd it happen? Like, I just was like, Brian, I'll just hang out. We'll do our dumb thing. Like, maybe 20 people listen. Maybe, because, friends, which they don't even listen.
No.
And now here we are, like you said, going on 8 years later.
Yeah. 400
episodes is bullshit.
I just figure it's more
2 hours apiece, basically.
Right.
Sometimes 3 if we're getting nutty.
What was it I was looking at? There's a site I was on that actually had a little bit of our stats.
Oh, really?
And it actually, I think the average episode is like an hour and 40-some minutes.
So, okay.
And that's because early on we were closer to an hour.
Closer to an hour,
and now
yeah.
we're closer to like 6 hours.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Yeah. It's true.
It was fun, though. It's really crazy looking back at this and thinking about all the episodes we've done. And it doesn't feel like it was 8 years ago.
No, it does. Well, when we were talking to S. Anthony Thomas and I pulled up his episode, it was 3
right.
years ago.
Right. Speaking of,
doesn't even
go
make
catch
sense.
us on S. Anthony Thomas's podcast.
Yeah, that was a classic. It's episode, I don't remember what episode number it was.
Oh, I was meaning us on his show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Just go to S. Anthony Says on Twitter, and he'll take care of you.
Yeah, it's like it just dropped, like a week and a half ago or something. So
best episode he'll ever have.
Oh, it's brilliant. Sure, brilliance. I mean, let's just go with.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm glad I can barely hear it, so I'm glad because otherwise you're just doing things and I'm like
I'm just hitting buttons over here.
Yeah.
I'm over here like Stevie wondering it.
Like you're Dr. Dre writing a song.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Probably not. You're not that talented.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
No. For sure not.
Oh, man.
What I'm hoping for, Brian, is with this episode that we're doing live on the YouTubes, is we don't do what my dog did here and shit the floor.
Yeah. I'm very glad that it's not still, like, god-awful stinky in here.
Oh, it was terrible. I walked in the house, and I'm like, oh, God. Something is afoot.
Yeah. I was pretty sure what it was.
Yeah. Goddamn ass mines.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, I'm with you. So, first off, sorry we're late. Going here.
Yeah.
We got stuck behind...
Sick ass car, Audi.
Oh my God!
He had the little it wasn't even like your stand. It was like an Audi RS or something stupid.
Yeah, right.
Doing a big fat 29 miles an hour.
Just rocking in.
Yeah, I would have loved.
A 45?
Yeah, for sure. And I know it's a little rainy and kind of snowy.
So
don't give a shit.
Yeah, didn't understand. We have beers to drink, podcasts to do.
Yeah, we have
shit to do.
The one person waiting on us.
We got salty. We got to go do salty shit.
We had to go do salty shit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit, bro.
Yeah. Our one watcher, probably our most loyal fan.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Well, I mean, I don't. We probably didn't do the media blitz. We probably should have done.
It's really funny about that because I think we did it perfectly for us.
That
we totally shit the bed until yesterday, basically.
Like yesterday, I put something up there earlier today.
Yeah, I was talking with someone last night, and I was like, shit. I haven't posted anything about this episode yet.
Yeah, I mean, we could do something right now.
Yeah, well, then I happened to see your post, and I was like, so I just, shared that, and then I did it again today because I was, silly me.
Nah, that's all right. These things happen, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it happens.
So we'll do one of these. We'll do one of these numbers. Well, no, we're not going to go live.
No.
But we'll go, we'll go like, hey, it's Tony and Brian, Salty Language. We're actually currently recording our 400th episode on YouTube, Salty Language Pod. If you want to join in on the fun and hijinks, because we're terrible at promoting ourselves. There you go. See how it works? Yeah.
No truer words have been spoken.
We'll send that to the story. There you go. I don't know if anyone will watch it, but it's there. That's what I got to say about that.
Right. Good call.
Yeah,
Good
right?
call.
God, I feel like I'm going to burst into flames. It's a little warm in here.
I'm right next to the damn thing.
I know. Jesus Christ.
It's maybe the worst. Your house is going to be on fire in probably 20 minutes.
That's cool.
Just because I
I have insurance.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah.
Does it cover me, though?
Probably not.
They'll probably be like, wait, you let him in your house? Nah.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
You might as well have just started a fire
son
in
of a
house.
Bitch.
Yeah.
So how are you? I wasn't here last week due to me having worst of the lung aches I've ever had in a long time.
Wait, you said AIDS, right? Not eggs?
Lung eggs would be bizarre.
That sounds like something out of a sci-fi
movie.
Doesn't it?
Ugh, that
sounds terrible.
Disturbing.
They just start hatching and your chest pops up. I
mean, it's good.
I'll write this down. No.
Salty Language presents lung eggs.
Lung eggs.
Yeah. No, I was so sick last week.
Yeah, like I told you when we talked privately, I was like, I knew you were messed up because, you missed work.
Oh, yeah.
And not just a day. You missed
3 days.
3 days work. Yeah.
3 days.
I can't remember the last time I know of you missed 3 days.
Oh, dude, I was fucked up. Like, I could barely get off the couch. It was a nightmare.
That's pretty fun.
Running in between fever and not fever.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, did you at least have any good, fever dreams?
No.
Hallucinations or something?
No, it's one of those things where you just wake up just covered in sweat, and you're like, I don't know if I'm dying.
So, any day for me?
I guess.
No.
It was horrible, man.
Bed's on fire.
Yeah, it was, oh my God, not a good time, sir.
Yeah.
Not a good time.
Yeah. I wouldn't think it would be.
Yeah, it was the roughest shit ever.
Yeah. I've known a few people who've had it, and, my brother came over and was like, oh, our other brother had, one of his kids had. I'm like, get the hell away from me. I don't want this shit.
Yeah, I have the plague.
I was in the store yesterday getting medicine. I'm in the line at the pharmacy, and this woman walks up behind me, and
next day
she kept coughing and all this and sneezing, and I'm like, I hope that's allergies. I know it isn't, but I hope it is.
You should just let her on fire. That's what I wanted to do to myself.
Do you know what I ended up doing? I looked and was like, you can go ahead of me if you want. And she's like, "Thank you so much."
You're like, "Yeah, you're welcome."
Yeah, I bet she probably just came from her doctor's appointment.
Probably.
And she's just there to get, I don't know, 2 to
She
the
have
head
on
or
one of
whatever.
those SARS masks?
No,
and shit
she
on?
should have.
Of course she didn't.
But I was like, I just want your germs away from me.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I've said before, I'm, a little germophobic. But when it comes to that stuff, it's more, I just don't want to get sick.
No, who does?
You know?
You know?
I hate it when I go in for therapy because it's at my doctor's office. You know?
Right.
So when I go in, like, they're just loaded with sick people.
Oh, yeah. It's a goddamn petri dish.
They have a little area now that they changed. It just had a few seats in there before. Now it's got, like, magazines for kids, and it's a little play area type of deal.
Right.
Sorry, I just looked up at the screen and I saw that Pam Olsen's watching. Hey, Pam.
Sometimes I miss work because of my migraines. That's hilarious.
And me too.
Yeah.
Um,
Stupid Pam Olsen. I mean, I love you, but still.
Totally forgot what I was saying now.
Derailed.
That's all right.
Derailed by the chat. It's begun.
Yeah, it has. The one time I look up. I went and sat in the kids area because I didn't want to sit near all the
playing
sick people.
blocks and stuff.
I mean, I was going to,
but think about the kids area. Dirty, filthy children are in there.
I know. I didn't
fingering
touch
their
anything.
assholes and touching Berenstein Bear books and whatever else.
No different than I do when I'm in there. Wait,
I'm just saying.
I finger my own asshole.
Yeah, no.
When I'm on
Yeah,
that
stay away
terrified.
from. Yeah, exactly. We don't need we don't need another Neverland situation.
Yeah, no, nothing like that.
That is a problem.
Oh man, yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't go to the doctor. I should have probably. I just I was eating chicken soup, and I was like smashing. I was just
it for your soul or just.
It was for whatever. I would have dunked my balls in it if it would have made me feel better. I don't care. I was so out of it.
I just had the state flashback.
Fair enough. And I'm still fighting this shit. I still got lung butterscotch going. It's awful.
Lung eggs.
Lung eggs. Yeah, it's like the if Cadbury, it's caramel Cadbury's. It's like that. That's what my lungs look like.
That's pretty terrifying.
It's terrifying.
Yeah,
my lungs were laid by mythical rabbits.
With big.
Sucks, dude. So yeah, it's been weird because obviously I didn't podcast last week. There's no way I could have. I couldn't even talk.
Nice. Yeah, it was funny because the fact that that was episode 199. It was like
199.
Or 399.
Jesus,
sorry,
bro.
I get my podcast confused.
I know, right?
I do so many.
Yeah.
I was like, we'll really hammer it home in a traditional sense of how we would do it, which is mention it like 7,000 times.
Oh yeah.
And then you were like, hey, can you see if Heno can pinch hit?
Oh man.
Oh yeah. First of all, thanks to Heno for.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thanks for stepping in.
Yeah.
Well, it's
adequate
funny.
or competent board work as always.
Exactly. I mean,
Power of power, too
sweet to be
sour
sour.
and funky like
no,
the
I was
monkeys.
like, it's funny because that Friday I
Taste
couldn't
the plate.
string together a sentence about dying.
Right.
And then I went to bed, woke up covered in sweat and goo and all this other shit.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Ejaculate, everything.
So again, it's like
standard. Yeah, it's a typical night.
Right.
But
yikes.
But I felt reasonably okay that day. I still wasn't going to work though.
Yeah.
I was I called off. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
And then as the day progressed, I started feeling better.
Right.
So I was like, well, fuck it. I got a hold of her and I was like, hey, let's go do something. Let's go to the dinner. Let's do something.
Yeah. Anything.
And then I saw
podcast.
you guys were recording.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God, I thought I missed the show.
Well, the best part of that was that you posted a picture of, tacos
and beer. Yeah.
And first of all, I was like, ooh, tacos and beer.
Yeah.
Second of all,
we should go to that place. It's great.
Yeah, it looked pretty strong.
It was good.
So I told Heno, I was like, yeah, Tony's playing hooky, and
oh, dude.
that's why we mentioned it on the episode.
Yeah, I listened. I was like, that's hilarious.
Pretty funny.
I felt like, I couldn't believe that when I saw you guys recording. I was like, I kind of felt bad. But at the same time, I was like, I really feel like I need tacos and beer right now.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have stopped recording to go.
Oh, yeah.
If someone had the option of, it was like, hey, tacos and beer, I'd be like, yes.
Yeah.
Unless they would have been like, Taco Bell and Bud Light or something.
Yeah, that's not the count.
Probably not.
No.
The ham's a different story.
Ham's
a fine quality
beer from Milwaukee.
It's America's classic premium beer.
Ooh.
Born in the land of sky blue waters.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Yep.
Sky blue waters in Milwaukee?
I guess. I don't know.
Isn't that like Camille? Come on, something incorporated. We're gonna do it.
Wow, bringing a Laverne and Shirley.
Put the glove on the can. Someone dies later in the factory.
Yeah,
all confused.
probably because she's clearly doing a terrible job.
She's
at her job.
horrible at her job.
She's clearly quality inspection,
Yeah.
and just screwing around.
You know, it'd be funny if they take the glove off. There's just a whole hand.
Yeah, that's what she put on there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, hee.
It's her hand. She doesn't even realize it.
It's like,
I know, right?
yeah, yikes.
But yeah, so it always feels weird to take a week off of podcasting. I'll be honest.
I wouldn't know.
All right, Cal Ripken.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
No, I mean, I clearly do know. I've missed a couple episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is weird.
Yeah,
that
it feels
was
weird.
The weirdest thing for me, like the couple times or 3 times, whatever the hell it's been, that I wasn't on the show. It was so weird, especially listening to it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because it's like, this isn't, my house and my beautiful wife and whatever. So
Exactly, right?
it was very strange. So, yeah, it's also really weird to not have you on the show. Like, even when Tate was a co-host, when her and I would do the show,
Right.
it was weird, you know?
You're missing all the delicious beardiness.
Yes, that's
Clearly.
exactly what it was. Yeah, she sorely lacked in that department. So.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
As far as we knew. Could have all been like special effects over Skype.
Could be. Yeah. Filters.
Yeah, exactly.
Using the no beard filter.
The no beard filter.
Oh,
The
that
worst
sounds
filter
terrible.
ever.
Yeah.
I know. Jeez.
Oh, man. Yeah, it is. It's weird, though. It's like, I love doing the show with Heno.
Oh, yeah.
It is nice because, we do the Crazy Life blog.
Good, nice plug.
And it's fun to, like, because, we try very hard to keep the Crazy Life as, like, PG as possible.
Boo!
So.
Sorry, I've been doing that with my beer podcast.
Yeah, so when he comes to, co-host Salty Language, he can
He lets loose a little.
unleash a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Undo the belt a little, get
Right.
comfy.
Get a little more sensual,
Exactly.
if you will.
Undo a couple buttons, let them gold chains on.
Right, like we all do.
We
Yeah.
all
I mean,
do.
I'm not tonight, but
No, I do have the V.
I did almost wear a bow tie, though, because I still have a clip on from when I worked at
That
Hollywood
would have been
Video.
amazing. I would have been like, shit, I should have dressed up.
I actually was looking to see if I had 2, because I thought it'd be really funny.
That would have been
for
funny.
us to just sit here with bow ties.
Yeah, I would have
Maybe for
appreciated it.
500.
Yeah, suspenders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have suspenders.
Thongs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, gotta have
Because
something to...
we got the tablecloth.
Well,
Like,
I was going to say we have to have something to hook the suspenders
yeah,
to.
for sure. Exactly.
Oh, God, that'd be terrible.
That would be awful.
Oh, man. Be pulling it right up your... Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Be like hanging yourself by your underpants off a coat rack or something,
Sounds like a terrible time. That's probably somebody's fetish, though. I'm just saying.
Probably.
We should have brought in more hams.
Yeah, I was
I'm
thinking that
plowing
too.
through
Because
hams.
I'm down to...
Well, we do have a person out there that could probably deliver us beers.
Belle?
That too.
I don't think Belle's going to be reliable to get us
No,
beers.
she will not.
She'll be terrible.
You know what she's good at? Shitting on the floor.
Yeah, but aren't we all?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Boy, I'll tell you what. Real quick. Hey, Steve.
Oh, nice.
Sorry to anyone listening. I'm shouting haze to the
Hi-O's.
folks listening or watching.
I know, right?
I'm so used to saying listening.
Because we don't usually have people watching.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I converted my little
Normally we're the ones watching
my little
people.
studio space into a recording studio now.
Yeah,
You know?
it's not quite big enough to murder people in here, so you had to do something with
You
it.
got to get creative, Brian.
I mean, I guess, but the window's right
Yeah,
here.
look at these sick ass blinds I got.
Yeah, they don't look like they keep a lot of blood off them, though.
Nah, they hose them right off, buddy. Soak them in bleach.
Actually, these are, well, I don't know if yours are. I was like, at the place I used to live, we had ones like this that were really cheap. So basically, at some point, we were like, wow, this one looks like garbage. Just yank it down, put a new one up.
There's nothing cheaper blind-wise than when you go to IKEA. And it's just like a sheet of paper that's folded up, like you're making a fan.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
then you just go, trim it to size, and then you stick it to your...
What?
Yeah, it's a thing. It's IKEA. That's how the Swedes do it.
Jeez.
You know?
I prefer
They're big, beautiful people.
I guess.
I guess.
I don't really know any, so.
No Swedes?
I don't think so.
No.
Do I?
I don't know. I'm not Swedish as far as I know.
I'm not. Again, as far as I know either.
I'm going to set out a rescue text about beer. So we might need...
A return of a classic bit, except different subject this time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Another beer.
Oh, man.
Just saying.
No, Steve, it's really not perfect for murder parties. It's not big enough.
Great band out of Grand Rapids.
Like if Tony and I were trying to, murder someone, like, because, when we do, we like to dance around like it's Reservoir Dogs, and, we need to have room to, flail around a little bit, because when I dance, I'm like Scott Weiland when he interpretive danced,
Yeah, for sure. You
Just
need
all
the
over the
megaphone,
place. Yeah.
the heroin.
Yep. I don't need that, but.
Shout out to Michelle's cousin, Becca. Apparently she's watching.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Yeah. Bring us some beer.
So real quick,
Yeah.
you asked how I was. Or if you didn't, I don't
I
care.
did.
I just
No,
want
of
to talk
course.
about myself.
Talk about yourself. Talk amongst yourself.
I didn't do much this week.
No?
No. It was really nice, a few days ago when it was gorgeous out.
You're right. Do
Um,
you want KBS or more hams?
yes.
Okay. Can I say KBS? 2 pint glasses.
But yeah, it was really, really nice out, and that really helps, with my depression and stuff. So,
Right.
I had therapy I went to, got that out of the way.
Right.
I haven't done a whole lot though. Just been, just on the internet doing what I normally do. Begging for nudes and money.
You got to provide nudes to get money. That should be your business plan.
Oh. I thought it worked the other way. I thought people just gave me money.
No, I mean, I'll
And
give
then
you
give you
money. I mean, if you want.
It could be fake, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. I'm getting ready to open bottles. No, I mean, it seems like nudes and money.
Mm-hmm.
One should be a website.
It probably is.
I don't have a
If
thing.
not, we'll have to check on money and nudes.
Money and nudes.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't register both, you're an idiot.
You're so fucking stupid. And like money ampersand nudes. Where's that at? I don't even know. What's the and thing called? Is that an ampersand?
The and thing?
Yeah, the little curl. It
Yeah,
looks like throwing through spaghetti at a wall.
Yeah.
Basically.
Ampersand, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. That's going to be the name of my next child.
Throw spaghetti in a wall.
Not that I'm going to have one. Vasectomies for life.
Right. I mean, you could still have one.
No.
You could
I refuse. No. I mean, I guess. I might need someone to mow my grass.
I like that. Yeah, right? The one you had to mow the grass is about to be out of here.
I know, right?
You need to replace the help.
For sure, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could just, I mean, this area is popular for human trafficking.
I mean, you're right.
I mean, I'm not advocating.
No,
just
of course
saying.
not. I mean, yeah, I'm busy on Craigslist all the time.
Right. Looking for lost connections. By lost connections, it means they got away.
Exactly.
I just picture that. You write it that way, like to the one that got away. And it's
the
like
one that
somehow
got
you
away.
gnawed through the rope, got out of the trunk.
Yeah. Do you remember when you scurried out of my plain white van?
And out of my life.
And out of my life. It's terrible.
So bad.
So bad. So, Brian.
So, yeah, that's about it for...
I just, I mean, you'd think I'd have more to talk about because I missed 2 weeks, but I was so busy dying.
Mm-hmm. Dying takes a lot out of you.
It was horrible. And this week, with the exception of, the past... couple days, I haven't really done. Last night, we went out and had some drinks. Met my, ex-coworker Mike. Had a few cocktails with him. And today we went to, El Salto. Had a little birthday party. Got introduced to, Michelle's family. I think I terrorized her aunt because I stood up to say goodbye to her. And she's like, "You're so tall."
Wow.
And she's like,
You are known for terrorizing women.
You'll have that.
No matter the age.
No,
Yeah.
it's the caveman thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of women, where's the beer at?
I did not say that. That was you.
I know. I whispered it, though, so only the people listening could hear.
So everyone.
Everyone. Brian, have you heard the news today?
It's funny. You said that, and my brain went Sunday Bloody Sunday.
Oh, that's way classier.
And it's not haven't heard. It's believe the news today.
No.
So.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, baby. Oh, you even open them. I have my bottle opener up for nothing.
That's service. Thank you.
Good. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Brian, this will be dessert once we finish our hams.
Look at that.
I know.
For anyone not noticing, that's delicious KBS
Delicious
on
KBS
deck.
on deck.
From Founders.
Favorite places. So what do you think about this whole Dumbo situation that's going on?
I don't know of this.
Well, they remade it.
Oh,
what the fuck
okay.
are they doing?
I thought maybe there was some controversy or something.
Yeah, they remade it. Why? Why is Disney doing this,
They're doing
man?
that with like a lot
Everything.
of movies. Yeah, because I think Lion King is next, and then Aladdin, or the other way around.
I don't understand, bro.
Probably because they can make a lot of money.
Who wants to see Dumbo again?
Disney needs to do everything they can to make money. They're struggling.
Do they?
They're struggling.
Yeah, they're really hurting.
They're hurting because they've spent billions buying all these other things.
Yeah, I know.
They got to recoup it.
I don't get it.
Shit.
Like I didn't even know they were doing it, and I saw a trailer. One, terrifying.
Yeah. Danny DeVito's in it though, but he's not playing.
What is
Frank
he,
Reynolds.
the elephant scrotum or something?
I think he's like the ringleader or something like that.
Of course. Belle, shut up. You are not welcome on the show, you floor shitter.
It is not your turn.
Yeah. It's not Belle, let's talk.
Nope.
Sorry, Mike.
Right out.
Yeah. God, she's annoying.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I'll be honest, I never liked Dumbo to begin with.
No.
So when
creepy.
they announced they were doing this, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like clearly not aimed at me because I don't care.
Like if they like retooled it, so like I don't know, like poachers whack Dumbo's mom, and it's Dumbo's revenge, like gliding in, like a special forces thing,
doing like bomb drops.
Some
Be like a new Operation Dumbo Drop kind of thing.
but way cooler.
Yeah.
But maybe not bomb drops, like coming in through the trees and then dropping out like knife slits and stuff.
I don't know that an elephant needs to do knife slits. I feel like they could just trample someone.
Look at Dumbo. Dumbo's not trampling anything except my hopes and dreams.
Okay, maybe he can choke him out with his giant ears.
That's just ghoulish.
Okay.
Maybe Dumbo gets a side job, just jerking people off those big ears, giving out ear jobs.
That's a really weird movie. I mean,
Dumbo. What else is he gonna do? I just don't get it. Is Jiminy Cricket in it?
You know, I don't know. That's a good question. I wish Brigger was here. He was ranting about this yesterday. So
was he now?
Yeah, not a fan apparently.
Not a fan.
Yeah, talked about how terrible it was.
Good.
Yeah.
Finally, we can agree on something, Brigger. No, I'm serious though. I don't understand what the hell they're doing.
I don't know.
How about they remake the Disney movies that no one remembers, like Condor Man?
Yes, I would definitely love to see.
Bring back Condor Man.
Oh my God, I had forgotten about that.
Yeah,
you and I watched that a lot.
Oh yeah, because it was so dumb, it was good.
Uh-huh.
You know, let's. I know they did Escape the Witch Mountain with The Rock.
Yeah, they did a couple.
You know,
of them.
Did they really do a couple?
I think so.
Oh my God,
they did too.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, because they do Escape and then Return, I believe.
Oh, of course they did.
And then I think the next one is like the Fast in the Witch Mountain or something.
That would be sick. The kids are up there racing.
Yeah.
Almost like a soapbox race down the mountain.
Yeah.
And then The Rock comes in.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it sounds terrible, actually.
Yeah, it sounds pretty terrible.
I mean...
All right, let's see. Ashley says, wow. One thing I didn't take into account about this is we both have terrible eyesight.
No, I can see it.
Can you read it?
Yeah, it says, at least with Dumbo to remaking an 80-year-old movie. If 80 years isn't long enough to justify a remake, how long is it?
She's got a good point.
I don't want remakes. That's my thing.
Well, but they're trying to bring a story to a new crowd.
I don't give a shit. Dumbo exists.
But look at, dude, if you watch that movie, you're going to go, this came out 1,000 years ago.
I'll watch the movie that came out 1,000 years ago.
All right.
I'll go check out a cave painting.
You make them.
Yeah. Have you seen me?
I have. There's one right there.
That's right. Exactly. No, I'm serious.
I pointed at the wall they actually can see. I have to do it.
Yeah, I know, right? Good job, you asshole.
Yeah. I'm not good at the sight games. What can I say?
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I just don't want to. I'm just sick of remakes.
Yeah, that's
know.
Yeah,
it's Disney. You got $8,000 million, whatever. You have a lot of money.
They have pretty much all the money.
Yeah, all the money. That Epcot isn't a playground or anything. It's Scrooge McDuck's lair now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest, like how much I love The Lion King.
Yeah.
I was not excited when I heard they were going to make a live action one. No. I love the casting, but I'm terrified of the movie. So
agreed. Yeah. I'm not. I don't know.
Plus, I just don't see how you're going. I want to see how the hell you're going to do, like, because I know some of them I think they've changed where like they don't use all the same songs.
Right.
But it's like, dude, if you make The Lion King and you don't have Be Prepared in there, I'm gonna be upset.
Fair enough.
That's gonna be a whole different thing live action than doing that on the cartoon. Seeing all the hyenas goose stepping and I don't know.
I mean, maybe they'll still do that. Do you think they can get away with goose stepping hyenas in live action?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You know?
Probably. If not, you and I can just shoot a low budget version. We'll just splice it in on the
Go find a BOGO deal on some dogs.
Yeah. We'll just paint them like hyenas.
Yeah, paint them up like hyenas.
Just find somebody who's got free puppies. We'll take them all.
Like, perfect. Like, what are you doing with these? Teach them how to goose step.
Yeah.
What?
Like, huh? What?
I don't know, man. It just weirded me out.
Yeah. So if you still had young enough kids that wanted to see this, would you take them to see it?
Yeah, because I'm a good dad. Of course I would.
Right.
I wouldn't enjoy it.
Right.
You know, because I've also never liked Dumbo. Like, I was just like, okay, cool. Sad elephants. Neat. That's every circus.
Yeah. Most of the really old Disney stuff I didn't do a lot for.
No.
So.
Yeah. 101 Dalmatians. Oh, cool.
It's a lot of dogs.
It's a lot of dogs. That's going to be a sweet-ass coat.
Yeah. That's actually one, the live-action one didn't bother me because Meryl Streep was really good as Cruella de Vil.
Well, fair enough.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of the movie I don't remember, honestly.
Yeah. I'd love to make a coat out of a dog. Get out of here, floor shitter.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Wow.
Right?
Wow.
I don't know. So I was a little weirded out by the whole Dumbo situation.
Right.
It's because I'm just, like, not in tune with movies and stuff because I don't watch trailers. I don't care.
Yeah. I generally don't.
And then whenever one catches my eye, it's like, what?
Yeah.
They're doing this?
Of course, it has to be one you have no real interest in.
Of course.
Yeah.
Naturally. You know. Game of Thrones, middle of April. That's going to be sick.
We're closing in on that for
yeah,
sure.
Right.
Yeah. It's going to be like watching a season of Sherlock, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because the episodes are like...
Are they stupid long or something?
Yeah, they're longer this season. There's less episodes, but they're longer.
I'm okay with that.
I think there's only 7 episodes. I don't remember, but they're each like 80 or 90 minutes.
I'm fine with that.
Something like that.
Give me a new movie every week. That's cool.
Pretty much, much like Sherlock. Each episode feels like a
yeah, exactly. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. I know. It was funny. I saw someone online the other day post a picture after that trailer dropped,
right.
For this season of Game of Thrones, and they were like, "Did the new trailer make you more excited?" I'm like, "How the fuck can you get more excited for this episode?
Yeah,
this season?
Already pretty excited.
That's it. There's no more after this.
Right.
If you're going to ramp your excitement way up, I mean, seems like the right time.
Yeah.
If you wait, I guess you could go back and watch again, but
I would too.
It's like I can't get much more excited for it.
No, exactly. How much more excited? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, literally, this season is like getting to finish. No more fluffing. This is the release.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, so it's like
been dealing with this dumb massage for an hour now. Let's get to the jerkin. Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
Yeah, it just made me laugh because I know what they're doing. They're trying to just start an internet conversation.
Of course, yeah.
Engage your
audience or whatever.
Influencees, yeah. But it just made me laugh because, like I said, I just can't see how you get much more excited.
I would agree.
Yeah.
So I concur.
So here's something weird.
What's up?
So Hulu has the last season of Archer in it, which is the Danger Island one, I think it's called.
Still haven't seen it, but okay.
And I don't know how caught up you are.
I'm probably way behind.
Did you watch the one where it's the Archer Noir?
No.
Okay. So Okay. So at the end of I think the season before that or whatever, Archer's in a coma.
Oh, okay.
And he's still in a coma.
Interesting.
So he's having the first one was a whole noir.
Oh, he's having weird dreams?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Then
okay.
There was a Danger Island one. This upcoming season, I think, is called Archer 1999 or something like that.
What an interesting way for them to keep telling Archer stories.
Yeah, right? Because they really have kind of, the way the story otherwise is they got to where they really
kind of got played out almost.
Well, they had to get rid of ISIS because of
actual
terrorism.
ISIS.
Yeah,
for sure, real ISIS.
But they did a little bit of other stuff, and then they started doing this. And it's different because it's a whole different, and it's all the characters are there. But in the Danger Island one, Krieger is like a parrot.
That's fun.
Like a talking parrot, of course. And
right.
He's I think his name's Crackers or something.
Crackers,
like that, yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I saw the preview the other day for it, and I was like, because I was like, I wonder how long they're going to keep him in a coma, though.
Right, right.
Seems like you're probably pushing it.
Yeah, for sure.
But I guess not. I mean,
because it gives them the ability to do whatever they want now. They can do Archer cowboy shit.
Right. Well, and since they don't, like, the last season, I don't think they showed him actually, like, in the hospital or anything. So there's no time reference. So for all we know, this is just day 2 of his coma.
Right.
You know, literally, you can do as much as you want.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a fun way to deal with it.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, we're going to do that for our podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to go into comas. Going to go into camas, Brian. Going to go into camas. Going to comas. Yeah. And then co-podcast with our breathing machines and shit.
All right.
Be a sweet podcast.
I'm in.
Episode 555. And there's this. Boop, boop.
Meanwhile, some nerd sitting at home, you know, pushing their glasses up their nose, writing down the Morse code of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're for sure sending out messages. Yeah.
Like, I knew it.
Sons of bitches. The end is nigh.
I knew he always hated Tony.
Yeah, son of a.
Yeah. So speaking of Morse code.
Yeah.
Did you see they revealed a trailer for Borderlands 3?
You sent me the stuff. I haven't watched. I've seen bits and pieces. I saw the gun of legs. That was exciting.
Yeah.
But I haven't actually watched the trailer yet.
Yeah, the trailer they showed was kind of interesting, where they just have it's just, you know, music playing and there's all this stuff like moving around, and you know, because nerds do what nerds do. There's like, I watched it. And then, like, right underneath, I think it was on IGN, they were like, 10 things you didn't notice. So I clicked on it out of curiosity.
You have to.
And then I saw another one was like, 20 things you missed. So I was like, well
like
that's 10 more.
Yeah, it's become 30
yeah,
things.
Like, I mean, well, you never know. There's
could be some crossover.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So I watched both of them. And the second one I watched, you know, because it's pointing out what characters are in there, little hints of certain things, and,
right?
Whatnot. And it's just like all I know is I'm excited as hell for it.
Oh, Borderlands!
I just want to play the game.
I know, right?
They said there's more going to be announced on the 3rd of April.
Oh, nice.
So we'll see.
If they said the 1st of April, suspect.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I think they also announced that they're going to do a remaster drop a remaster of Borderlands, the first one.
I've never played the first one.
I have it for Xbox, but I haven't played it.
Yeah, so I never played it.
It might still be sealed, in fact, because I bought it when I bought Borderlands 2, because it was like $10.
Oh,
like
no shit.
GameStop had like one copy that was $10, and it was new.
You're like, yeah, why not?
So I was like,
yeah, fuck it. New in package?
Right.
Yeah, you should get that thing graded. You might, there's got to be a time when people are going to start grading old video games.
Oh, they already do.
Of course they do. Of course they do.
Pretty much anything that's a collectible you can have graded.
God, that's annoying.
I saw grading.
What about my jar toenails?
Yes.
Sick.
Why do you think I'm here?
I knew it.
I saw actually on eBay the other day, there's somebody who has an index card where they wrote whoever it is, some celebrity name, right? Then the celebrity signed the index card, and they got it authenticated and graded.
Are you kidding me? God, I hate people.
Right? Because, you know, there's nothing cooler than just having an index card sitting in your room.
So the paper towel
Cable.
that's full of dog shit,
Mm-hmm.
I can get a Bell's Paw.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
It's an official Bell turd.
I don't know who's going to want to grade that.
I don't know, whatever.
I can authenticate it.
Yeah, for
well,
sure.
I guess not. I wasn't
They'll
here.
have fun opening up that FedEx package.
No, I won't.
Not you. Whoever I send it to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I said,
So you can... Why don't we have a grading service? I'll grade whatever people send me.
See, I like that idea more. Like, instead of it being, we grade this or this, it's like, we'll grade anything.
Yeah, like whatever it is.
We
Just
don't
send it
even
over.
care.
Yeah.
Send it to us. We'll write our opinions. We'll put it in a big thing of lucite or whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Archival quality crap.
Yeah, it'll be some like inch-thick plastic thing that we get from like Walmart or something.
Yeah, and we'll guarantee that it's...
Yeah, make it look all official. We'll drop some gold leaf on it or,
shave some truffles over
some
it.
truffles,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like an official salty language graded thing. It'll be, we give this a 9.2.
I like it. It's like the SLGA.
Yeah.
Salty Language Grading Association.
Yeah, for sure. That sounds very official.
It
by the
does,
way.
right?
Yeah, it really does.
We're on this. I'm writing this down.
Yeah.
Let's get this done.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
If you can
that's the
grade an
weird part
index
to me.
card to some asshole sign,
Right.
why couldn't you?
You could. The question would be, is there a market for the signed?
That's
things?
accurate. It's
Yeah.
not worth shit if no one wants to buy it.
Yeah. Like, I don't see somebody that's like, hey, this is half a Tony sandwich, you know?
I mean, you could,
Yeah.
But I never leave half a sandwich.
I've never seen you leave half. I've seen you leave part of a sandwich, but not half.
No, half. That's crazy talk.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Only losers leave half a sandwich.
Right.
Quitters.
Yeah.
I'm a quitter.
That's right. You keep packing it in until you.
That's right. God damn it! Load it like a Civil War cannon. That's what I say.
Oh shit! I've seen you eat. That's accurate.
Hell yeah, it is. Complete with all the amputations.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this black gold over here.
Oh my goodness!
All right.
Nice. Who doesn't like a nice?
Make me nervous.
Thick black beer.
No.
Wait. Well done, founders. Stop trying to be fancy with that.
I'm not letting any of this go to waste, my
for
friend.
anyone who's listening and not watching, Tony was just like swirling the beer, like the last drops.
Dude,
of
I'll
the
make
beer.
out of this bottle.
No, I was just meaning like you were trying to do like art in the foam on it.
Fuck yeah, I'm an
Whatever
artist.
that's called. I
I'm
forgot
a beer.
the real name for that.
You know, I know Subway employs sandwich artists.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a. Never mind. I was going to say I'm a head artist.
You said it, not me.
Son of a bitch.
Wow.
I know. What an asshole I am.
Yeah, it's funny. I was looking in the comments, from the Borderlands release thing.
Right.
And people are like, finally, it only took, and it's like, just shut the hell up and be happy it's coming out.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, stop being a whiny cry bitch.
How many games over the years where we're like, why isn't there another one of these?
Right.
Like 200 years later, you're like, ugh.
Like Dr. Mario 2. What the fuck?
Dude, I wish.
Right?
I want a Dr. Mario game. That's one of my big regrets about selling off my Nintendo systems is I don't have that. I don't have a Mario Kart anymore, No Smash Brothers.
You just need to put a sick-ass emulator on something.
We don't advocate that here.
I mean, no yar. I don't know. I'm surprised they haven't remade that.
Mm-hmm. They probably have in the Nintendo store. I know you could get Dr. Mario.
Why haven't they done a multiplayer first-person Contra?
Yeah, that actually
I
seems
want to
like
fuck somebody up with a spread gun in real life.
That really does seem like a game they should reboot
Right?
as a
Contra was the shit.
first-person shooter co-op. And
Yeah,
all
why
that.
not? Yeah, squad base.
Yeah.
Because
I'd play that.
Contra had squad goals for
As
sure.
long as the code still works, that's all I
Oh,
need.
dude, if the code still works,
Well, it has to.
better. If it doesn't, but then everyone's. What if you're online? Like,
Oh, yeah. Well, no, it only works in like single
story
player
mode
or
or
like
whatever.
couch co-op type situations. Yeah.
right on.
Or I don't know. Like it doesn't work in like deathmatch type games.
Right,
or
right.
whatever.
That'd be crazy if it did.
Yeah, it would. Everyone's invincible.
Yeah, everyone has 30 lives all of a sudden. Like, this is stupid.
Yeah. Oh, I'm down to my last life. Code.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
No, that'd be dumb.
No, I know they did remake it, but with the like playing Spider-Man, for instance.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Spider-Man. Is Bionic Commando.
Yeah, they did remake that. I
Yeah.
remember them doing the remake. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was hot garbage.
Yeah. For us though, in fairness, it was fighting nostalgia because we loved so much.
Oh yeah,
playing that game as children's. So
yeah, exactly.
There is always that. You do have to take that into account. But I don't remember enjoying it because I never bought it.
Right.
Generally, if I really like a game, I bought it.
And
I don't remember ever buying that one.
No, it's
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little product placement.
I
like it. I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am excited about the Borderlands because obviously Borderlands is one of my all-time favorite games.
Sorry, I have to interrupt you. As
Yes,
Anthony asks if he has to pay for that shout-out.
Yeah, we've already sent you the bill in the mail.
Yeah.
We accept PayPal and all major credit cards.
He knows. He's paid us before.
That's true.
It's
That's
fine.
true.
He
Yeah.
understands. He knows how the business works.
We'll also take a bag of hashish.
I'd rather he just sends me some cheesesteaks.
That would be amazing too.
Yeah.
So some of them Philly street pretzels.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Rocky swollen eyelid, so I can get graded.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Accurate.
Oh boy.
I know, right?
Did you see? This is a couple weeks ago, but did you see Google's new game announcement?
Oh,
Stadia?
I saw they made an announcement. I didn't actually because I just didn't care.
Really?
No. Fill me in. There's something amazing about it. What's Skynet up to now?
Basically, that's the thing. Like, there's no console for it.
Okay.
Like, it's all like cloud-based, essentially.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about buying storage, no new hard drives, all that stuff. Now, I'm sure they go, here's your free cloud storage, and then you can upgrade that.
Yeah,
but,
what size cloud do you want?
Which is, because Xbox and PlayStation already do that, or at least Xbox does. I think PlayStation does too, where they offer you cloud stuff, and then
X amount of storage for free or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're talking that you can that even with a shitty computer or anything you play on, that this will still come through
really
fast, no lag, that kind of stuff. The first things I read where they actually got their hands on it said that there's lag, but the guy people from Google have said that will not be there when it. So drops.
The person that said it has lag probably doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah,
probably
his online presence was wiped out. Yeah. He's in 8 feet deep in a hole somewhere.
Yeah.
Face up, so the dogs are harder to find.
Yeah, I was going to say dead if they're lucky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's got a couple links of kielbasa on top of him too.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Where's he buried?
Yeah, for sure, right? Google never. Well, it's on Google Maps, I'm sure.
No, Google's not going to put his location out.
No, you got to find it. It's like one of those Easter eggs, where's the guy that said we suck? Buried.
Dead.
Yeah. Dead. Totally dead.
I swear I read something the other day that said. That there was lag. I can't seem to find any record of it anymore.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah. There's more to it. I honestly, I just don't feel like pulling up all the details.
No, and that's fine. I don't blame you.
It's an interesting move,
But, I mean, why are they trying to get involved in the video game biz?
Because they're Google and...
They want to own everything, I guess.
Why not, right?
I mean, yeah, but I always feel like whenever, you have... random company, we're getting in the game. We're going to be the next big shit in the gaming world. And then it comes out and everyone's like, there's 4 people are beating off and loving it.
You're you're not even the new Sega.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or you're not even Disc Gear, whatever the Sega thing was. The disc, whatever. All right. But it's meanwhile, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft just going to keep plugging along, doing their thing. Mm-hmm. And Google's been like, but guys, we have cloud. It's all cloud. There's no hard. Look, it's the. Everyone's going to be like, yeah, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Now,
do you have God of War? I'm sorry. Oh, do you have Halo? Ah, sorry. Yeah. Oh, what do you got there?
Actually, Halo they could have.
Yeah. What do you have? Jehovah's Bible Adventures? Sick.
I'd play that.
I would too, actually. That sounds amazing.
I'm down for some smiting and stuff.
Dude, if it gave you smite abilities?
Yeah. I'll smoke some motherfuckers.
Dude, fuck yeah. That's the sequel. Jehovah's Bible Adventures 2, The Smotin'.
Oh, I thought you were going to smoke some motherfuckers.
Yeah, smoke some motherfuckers.
I'm just picturing him as Duke Nukem now.
That would be amazing. Run around in Jesus robes.
Yeah.
Giving money to strippers. He's got those sick-ass glasses on. Just lighting up those weird pig people.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hail to the king, baby.
Oh, man.
That's amazing.
I love the idea of, because it's bugged me for a while that these companies, they keep putting out these massive games. And it's for my PlayStation, I've already got an external hard drive.
Right.
I've got a good amount of shit on there. Now, granted, I can delete some stuff because I can download it later.
Right, for sure.
But then you still have to download it later. And me, I have shitty data cap.
Right.
If I download too many games, I'm done for the month.
Yeah, exactly. Your internet's kicking you right in the dick.
Honestly, downloading Call of Duty, The Witness, and a couple other games in the last few weeks, I pushed myself
Push it to the limit.
I blew past the limit. No. Forget it.
I don't know. Maybe I should watch the keynote presentation of his Google thing. Mm-hmm. But anytime some random company's we're getting in video games, I'm just oh, are you?
Yeah. Remember when Atari was we're coming back?
Yeah, we're doing it, baby.
Here's the Jaguar.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, Pac-Man's panhandling on the side of the road.
Although, in fairness, I did like the Jaguar. I didn't like the controller. That thing was weird.
It was ridiculous.
But there were some games in there that I did enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, we used to rent it from Sights and Sounds.
The Jaguar was a fun system.
Yeah.
But it couldn't compete with the Nintendo and everything else.
Saturn had some really good games, but aside from the, throwing the disc out and beheading people.
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So.
I know, right? Yeah.
I'm
just not, I don't know.
Did you see Apple's announcement having to do with games?
No, what are they doing now? What sort of Apple's never been known for games.
No, they really haven't.
No.
They're doing...
Guys, we're bringing you Tetris. Like, really? That would be about on par for how Apple's been rolling lately.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Hey, have you guys heard of this new game, Pong?
Yeah, it's fucking sick. You like playing ping pong? Picture it on your phone.
It's Pong 2019. It's got like gradation to it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not Pong, but it's a little more advanced.
Little bit advanced.
Yeah.
And you're like this. You're like with your friends. You're like boop.
Yeah.
Boop. Boop.
Yeah. That's what it
is.
That's
how you get beat up.
That's how you have to play with your friends. Is you literally have to use your phones. On your screen, you can see where the ball's going, so you can track it.
We're bringing you assisted reality Pong, or as we call it, AR Pong.
Oh man, yeah.
Good job, Apple.
They announced like a subscription-based service, and with it, you'll have access to all these games.
Right.
All the games, none of them are going to have microtransactions.
Really?
All DLC and all that stuff is included. Like, you know, as it comes out.
So you're saying I can get the full Oregon Trail?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the sexy updates.
Word Munchers 1 and 2.
Yep. The definitive Word Munchers. Yeah.
The definitive Word
Munchers.
I just said Wood Munchers.
Word Munchers 1 and 2. It also comes with Numbers Munchers and the, you know, like very gory redo of Numbers Munchers.
Math Blaster or something.
Yeah. Actually, I think that was a game.
I think it was too.
No, but I was looking at the titles they show,
so
and I've never heard of any of them.
Of course not.
But it says that a lot of them are going to be like new games coming from different ones. And it's like the stuff looks interesting, but there's no price point yet, which is it's the first thing everyone wants to know.
Yeah.
How much? If that service is $10 a month, might be worth it. You just have access to tons of games.
Yeah, but what if it's tons of games you don't give a shit about?
No, I get you. That's what I'm saying.
You know?
But if it's like $25, it's like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. I just like, if they could present a list, like if it was like all the games that you can currently get on, say, Xbox.
Yeah.
Jesus, dog. Like say you get, and they're like, hey, we're going to bring you all these games. It's subscription based, but if you pay the subscription, you get all the DLC. I know, right? And it's like, bing, bang, boom, this is what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
That might be on board.
Yeah.
But when it's like, we don't really have a games list.
Yeah.
And,
they made the Cardinal
you guys
Sin.
like Angry Birds? Like, no, one likes that anymore.
I will say this. Yeah. None of the games looked like it was that, to where they were trying to push some old-ass game.
Do you remember Flappy Bird?
Yeah.
Do you want to play it again?
No.
No!
I didn't want to play it the first time.
No, I played it once. I want to throw my phone out.
I will say this, though. They did make what is usually, for most systems, is the Cardinal Sin, which is usually you want, like, when a new PlayStation system comes out, they want some title, like God of War or Madden even, something that, or Xbox, they want a Halo game because people go, yes.
Like, oh, yeah.
I'm familiar with that. I want that game. And
you guys remember Bonk?
Wow, I do remember Bonk.
Well, we're bringing it back here at Apple.
Yeah. So I'm curious as they go forward if they'll announce any more like bigger name games because you need something to get people in the door.
My problem is,
or you got to make it so cheap, like $3 a month.
Well, I'm just my problem with the whole Apple going like we're doing this, guys. We're getting into gaming. Is they've never been into it because you had a Mac when we were like growing up.
Yeah, I've had a Mac like forever. Yeah,
right. You'd come to my house to play computer games.
Totally. Here's the computer games I own for Mac, and this is back then.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein.
Right. Can't go wrong there.
Wolfenstein.
There you go. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay. Wait, what's that? What's the game where you call the Nazis?
Wolfenstein.
Oh, shit.
Well, you know what's funny about that, though, is that at the time, most of Apple's games were not allowed to be any sort of, like, mature rated type thing.
Really?
So I'm surprised Wolfenstein, like, when they announced Wolfenstein, I was like, because I'd already played it a billion times a year.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes you got to wipe out the SS.
Goof off of this.
Accurate.
So, yeah. But over the years, I mean, they have done better about having more and more games available for them and stuff. But still, now, it's like, you don't see gaming PCs that are Apple. You see them geared for, Windows.
Like if Apple was like, hey, You're going to be all.
Ashley says she'd be excited if they brought back Bonk.
There you go. Bonk is a shit.
See, all right.
That's why I have a Bonk hairdo. Just saying. No, if Apple's like, hey, we're teaming up with Steam.
Yeah.
And if you pay $20 a month, you basically have almost unlimited access to all these Steam games.
Yeah.
Because you can't give people 100% access.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you could. You just charge more.
But whatever.
Yeah.
But and then you're like, oh, Steam, because there's everything you probably want to play is on Steam.
Yeah.
But when Apple's like, hey guys, we're gonna bring you something.
Yeah.
We're not gonna tell you what, but it's gonna be something.
That's kind of the vibe I got a little bit. Which, like I said, that is the cardinal sin. Is it's like if. Like right now, if Sega was like, we're bringing out a new Sega system, there'd be plenty of people who'd be like, cool.
Yeah.
But then they're like, but you've never heard of any of the games. Like, we're not giving you a new Sonic game.
Yeah, fuck you and your Sonic game.
We're just this. It's whatever. And you're like, but I want a Sonic game.
And everyone would be like, oh my God, new Sega Sonic. We're like, no. But do you remember?
This isn't your father's Sega.
Do you remember Echo the Dolphin?
Oh my God.
People are like, what? Like, is this tuna safe?
I do. While we're talking about games, I want to ask you a question. Ashley asked me this the other night.
Yes, sir.
What is, or was, whatever, your go-to, fighting game? I had to think about this a lot because the way I presented it to her, I was like, it almost is like per console or generation was kind of... Because, in the arcade, you remember how much I played Tekken. Yeah. I played it like a maniac.
Right.
But on the consoles, I didn't play it as much. I did play it a lot on, was it PS2 and Tekken 2, I think?
Here's what my first thing that's popped in my head were. Tekken 3.
Awesome.
Or Street Fighter 2.
Yep.
Those are the two.
Street Fighter 2 was one of the first ones I named, too. Yeah.
Those are the ones that pop into my head immediately when you ask me what my fighting game was.
Because, again, I go back to, like I said a little bit ago, I owned Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
And I owned Tekken 3.
Right. I love playing Mortal Kombat, but that would not be my go-to.
See, it's funny. She mentioned that, how a lot of us have actually said that Mortal Kombat is... It's one that everyone played, but it's not necessarily people's favorites a lot of times. Now, the one I ended up going with for my real favorite would probably be Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh, yeah. Good Scott.
Because that's basically Street Fighter.
Street Fighter,
it's the same
both Marvel
concept.
characters.
Yeah, that's why I liked it better, because, I got to be Spider-Man and
Wolverine
and stuff.
If I really start thinking about it, I don't remember the name of the game, but I really enjoyed that weird sword fighting game I had.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be like, whoosh, you just kill a guy one hit, or if you hit him in the leg, he's like, oh, he gets all gimpy and stuff.
Right.
I really enjoyed that game, but if absolute go-to, Tekken 3 or Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, so that's
because I played the shit out of both.
Like I said, I'm pretty much on those two or Marvel vs. Capcom. That would be, and again though, in my head it's like, man,
Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Yeah.
By the way.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. So that was
Bushido Blade. That's it.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Can't believe
the game was the fucking shit.
That game was cool.
I always played the guy that had his sword drawn. And then they're like, shink! And like, cutting bamboo in half and stuff.
Poor Bamboo. He was a nice guy.
Yeah, fuck Bamboo.
Oh, man. So, wow, that just covered a lot.
I know, right?
That was a lot of stuff I've written down. So speaking of fighting, I'm going to transition away from video games.
Oh, okay.
So I saw a thing that's from Vice the other day.
Right.
And it is... it showed something called competitive slapping.
I've seen these. I've seen these circling on Instagram.
Oh my God.
That crazy Russian shit.
Yeah, the guy that's the champion is a behemoth of a man. I'm like, how do you line up across from this guy and let him slap you? I would cry if I'd cry before the wind hitting my face before his massive hand.
Right. The one video I saw was, it was probably the guy you're talking about. This guy looked like a brick shit house.
Yeah.
And he took a slap first, and it was like,
yeah.
And then this dude's full hip rotation, he steps in it like he's pitching a fastball.
You know what it reminds you of? It reminds you of as I know as guys especially, we know this, the old where you do the old punch game with your dad.
Oh yeah.
Where he's like, go first, and you hit him, and you give him a good hit, but you don't want to go too hard, and then he basically knocks you on your ass.
Yeah, exactly. You're talking to your ancestors for a second there.
And then you go, that was stupid. I'll never do that
again.
Yeah,
for sure, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen the slapping thing. I guess it's crazy Russian people. I was like, how is it a sport?
Oh, What's crazy is this dude has literally knocked people out by slapping them.
Yeah. Slapping the taste out of their mouth.
It's pretty much slapping the jaw out of their mouth.
Well, because it doesn't look like he really... It almost looks like he's palm striking their face.
I think that's what it is his hand is so big that he covers... Like, he hits you in the button, like in MMA and stuff. You see him get hit, like, right at the
jawline,
jaw, and they just drop, like, a, sack of laundry. That's pretty much what he's done in
he's probably coming, like, that meaty part of his palm. He's probably pulling his fingers back a little bit. Mm-hmm. So it's just that meaty...
Yeah,
It's like getting hit with a T-bone.
Yeah. It's, it was pretty ridiculous, like, watching this. I'll have the video in the show notes, or the link to the Vice column /video in the show notes.
Right.
Because what drew me in was it was on Snapchat, and I saw, like they have those little news stories or whatever, and one of them said something about it being like a 370-pound man or something like that. And I'm like, Jesus, who lets someone like that slap? And then I watched it. And again, I'm like, you see this beanpole of a dude, and I'm like, how do you think you're winning this fight?
Wrecked.
Yeah.
Now, I got to go to the chat real quick. Because Ashley's talking about X-Arm, which I know was something we talked about.
I believe so.
It was when they strapped the dudes to go to arm wrestling, they start head kicking and shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't believe that was a sport for one.
I'd watch that.
Also, Steven, here he says, Mark Hamill just announced he's doing the voice of Chucky in Child's Play. How do you think about that?
Really?
I think that's amazing.
All right.
As long as he just doesn't do the straight-up Joker voice, but he's too talented to do all that.
I hope so. Yeah, because after hearing him as the Joker, you hear that voice
as the Joker
a lot now. Yeah, even when he talks sometimes, you kind of hear it.
Right.
So,
I think he would be an excellent voice of Chucky, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Whew, wow, that's terrifying. Our pal Garrett just sent a picture of he's watching us on his big screen.
Yeah, he is. That's where we deserve to be.
Yikes.
Yeah, shout out Garrett.
Ugh. So, yeah, that all that stuff. I always, I wouldn't sit and watch competitive slapping all day.
I might.
Compilation I'll watch all day.
Dude, if we walked into a bar.
Oh, that's different.
We're going to sit down and have some hams, maybe a grilled cheese.
Right.
And they have competitive slapping on TV.
Oh, yeah, we're watching it all night.
I'm there all day.
Yeah.
I'm getting peanuts.
It really does feel like one of those shows that that would have been on at like 3, 4 a.m. on ESPN 12.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You're at that like state of sleep in between death and awake.
Yeah, and you're like, why am I watching sumo wrestling? And it's like, I can't get to sleep. And they're like, up next, competitive slap fighting. I'm in.
Like, okay.
Let's do this.
I like how it's not even slap fighting. They just line up and gadoosh.
Yeah, that's
And then they kind of like rub their face.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's not competitive slap fighting. It's competitive slapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to stream somewhere.
Oh, it's got to somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure. Crazy Russians. I'm sure there's
Salty Language Industries presents
right
Russian slapping.
Yep. And then we'll grade the other guy's face after it gets knocked off.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like all this.
That's some crazy shit, though. Like I said, I'll have a link in the show notes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, definitely give it a look.
All right, so competitive slapping's a thing. Mm. The X-Arm, the arm wrestling with head kicks is a thing.
That was nuts, yeah.
What could be the next thing?
Oh,
what could be the next competitive whatever?
I don't know.
Competitive, like, leg wrestling?
Well, I think there already is leg wrestling, isn't there?
I don't know.
I think there's some, like, Turkish leg wrestling or something.
Of course there is. Goddamn Turks.
No, the Turkish ones I think are the ones where they have to like grab the guy's junk or whatever.
I've seen that. That weird
we
wrestling.
Talked about that.
Yeah, when it's like scrotal slams or whatever.
Yeah, it's weird shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's the name of my guy in my biker gang.
Scroll shit?
Scrotal slam.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's because you can't really use weapons because that's too far.
Too far.
Yeah.
Competitive purple nurple.
Wouldn't shock me if that exists. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, God, look at that technique.
Oh, God. Oh, it's a full twist. Oh, he went from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock.
Steve says thumb wars.
Competitive thumb wars. That could be a thing.
No, it's got to be, like, okay, so we take thumb wars. How do we jazz it up? Because it's got to go up a notch. It can't just be thumb wars.
You have the guys' hands taped together.
Right.
So they can't break apart, right?
Right.
And then they can punch at the other hand.
All right, yeah.
So you're trying to, like,
Last
pin a
thumb
dude's
standing,
thumb,
gotcha.
but you're also taking roundhouses.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like, haymakers are flying at you, but you're also trying to pin this guy's, like, dopey thumb.
Now, picture, again, that guy at the competitive slapping. He's going to ruin you before you can pin his thumb, unless you're real fast.
Unless you're real fast.
Because one hit from him, you're pretty much your head looks like a pumpkin 2 weeks after Halloween.
Yeah, exactly. It becomes a Skinner's situation.
Yeah.
Gunners.
Man, after watching that video, though, it's like because they showed a compilation of the guy just crushing people.
Right.
And at the time, I was like, I kind of want to see more of this because I want to see other people. Like, I want to see a more competitive fight, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see one where they go, 10 rounds.
Oh, my God.
Because then, how do you step up to the next guy? Can you imagine you win 10-round fight, and then you step up to this dude, and you're like, oh, Jesus.
What sort of head trauma are these guys going through?
That's a good question.
They're Russian. It probably doesn't even matter.
I don't even know. I'm sure they don't care.
No.
Did you see how much money he won by winning the thing?
Like $3? $3 and half a sandwich I didn't eat?
I forgot what it was. It's some tiny amount of money.
I'm sure it is.
It's under $1,000. I think it's well under $1,000. Who's taking that kind of beating for that kind of money?
I mean, you
got to be hard up.
If you got a gas bill and shit,
I know.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. I mean, listen, we all saw Diggstown. I understand.
Oh, dude, slapping Diggstown challenge. Now we're talking.
Oh, my God. Your face would be such a mess at the end of that.
Man.
I mean, you picture, we've all seen pro wrestlers when they take those chest chops from those cutting,
Yeah.
And after a while, you start seeing, the welts and the actual, cuts almost from a lot of the guys.
Knife hand chop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
just like Bruce Lee taught me.
Right. 1-inch punch.
Yeah.
But they, I can't imagine on your face taking that many.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
We needed to figure out a salty language Diggstown challenge.
Could this be the Wings challenge? You just have to keep taking on tougher opponents.
Tougher. Well, I mean, we kind of did that for the Children of Flint. Shout out Passersby Podcast. Yeah, R.I.P. Really, yeah. But I feel like there's got to be some sort of salty language Diggstown. Because Diggstown was, he fought 30 people, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Right.
Let's lose Gossett Jr.
Well, yeah,
badass.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Iron Eagle. I've seen the movie. He flies a jet.
Yeah. That's right.
Iron Eagle 2, even.
He flies a second jet.
Flies a second jet.
Maybe the same one.
He had to deal with that punk-ass kid with the tape player strapped to his leg. What is he thinking he's doing? You can't have rock and roll in a jet.
Nope.
What are you doing?
Sure can't. Not unless it's in an air show.
No, accurate.
Yeah. Then you got to have some scorpions playing.
Yeah, well, fuck, yeah. Dude, when that F-22 flies, it'll rock you like a hurricane.
I know. It's a very thin Simpsons reference I just made, so.
No, fair enough.
It's not a very good one.
That'd be all right.
They go to an air show and Sideshow Bob makes a reference to the how sounds of rock you like a hurricane playing, and then they show the Simpsons, and then here I am.
I feel like there's something we can do.
Okay, really quick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Speaking of the Simpsons, sorry, I was reading.
No.
I can't do two things at once.
That's true.
Ashley makes a really good point, and I like her idea for a sport. Competitive running into each other head first with pans on your head.
That'd be amazing.
They did that in a Simpsons episode. That'd be great.
That would be great. It's kind of like jousting with your domer.
Yes, and you have a pan on your head.
Perfect.
Not a helmet, a pan. Like a cooking, cookware.
I got some really good heavy duty cast iron.
It's gonna be tough on the neck, though.
Bro, have you seen my neck? Shredded.
By shredded, you mean in terrible shape, right?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Shredded like shredded beef.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know, but it's delicious.
It's terrible.
Be all right.
Yeah. I agree, though. I'd watch that. Just watching idiots.
I would,
run into each other.
I mean, unfortunately, there's guaranteed there's people on YouTube that already did that.
Or a wall, you just have a wall set up, and it's first one through wins.
Nice. Now we're talking. Oh, battering ram challenge.
Yeah. Oh God, it'd be so awful. Talk about head trauma.
It's kind of like watching Most Extreme Elimination Challenge when they're running at the one wall and there's 4 or 6 doors.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are paper and the rest are just wood.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
It's reminiscent of, American Gladiators, though. Remember at the end where they had to run through?
Oh, yeah.
Behind the paper thing, there was either a gladiator or it was
freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah, you're getting raped or
right into Gemini.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yep.
Right into a pile of steroids. Steroids and anger waiting for you.
And we don't mean the gladiators. Just literally a pile of just needles.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I thought that was one of Gladiators' names, just steroids. He's going to be playing Command and Conquer or whatever against steroids.
Like, all right.
That was that video game.
Yeah.
He sits down with a headset, fucking wipes them out.
Yep.
Like, damn, steroids is really good at this game.
So I watched for the first time the other day. I actually watched, like, esports.
Okay.
I don't remember why or how, but we stumbled on, it was an Overwatch. I don't remember if it was a league or if it was like a championship.
Uh-huh.
And I can't get over, like, you remember when we watched, like, forever ago, when they first showed Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, well, we were like, this is on TV.
Yeah, and the guys...
Where's all the Cheetos and sadness?
And so this, at first, I was like, I don't know about this, because, I'm watching them play, and I've played the game, so I have a base understanding of what's going on here.
Yeah, for sure.
And, I'm like, oh, that's good strategy, and, whatever. And next thing you know, this guy just starts going crazy like he's a hockey announcer.
What?
Yeah, just, oh my God, blah, blah. Like, it's like, okay, settle down, Like, we're not talking about Undertaker throwing Mick Foley off a cage, But the way this guy was approaching, I was like, listen, I get being excited.
It sounds like he's cool. He brought the energy.
Yeah, that's better than, I believe the Magic ones were like, so he taps the thing, and they didn't know what the hell they were talking about.
Oh, I tapped 3 red mana on...
He tapped 3 of the, are they mountains?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a fireball, or I think it's the Appalachians, Brian.
The Appalachians.
He's tapped 3 Appalachians, and he's apparently casting a.
I think he gets 3 red mayonnaise for that.
Yeah. He's bringing out a ball lightning. I'm not sure what that does, but it looks exciting.
Oh God, he's attacking with it.
For some reason, the card is now gone into his grave. I don't understand.
Gone into his it can't be a graveyard. Pile. Yeah, there you go.
It's in his discard pile.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a graveyard, Tony.
Oh,
they refer to that as the graveyard.
Oh, wow, that's spooky. I don't like that.
Okay, I want to go back.
Yeah,
we need to go back and find the footage of that. We need to do commentary.
Yeah, for sure.
Or new one, I guess. Really, we just have to learn the cards because
apparently he just put a pool in play. It's blue with a water droplet. I'm assuming it means he can provide his troops with water.
Is he the Aquaman?
The Aquaman. Yeah, apparently lurks under the sea. Yeah, I don't know. We should find that. That would be fun to, like, Salty Language Presents Magic the Gathering from ESPN.
So bad to watch.
So bad.
I remember how excited we were, though, because we were like, oh, cool.
Like, whoa, this is kind of legit. Our nerd shit's becoming real, guys. Meanwhile, one Black Lotus for $166,000 later. Right.
And here we sit.
What?
I said, and here we sit, instead of diving through, pools of gold coins as we should be.
I know, right?
What are you going to do?
What an asshole.
I will say this, though. I actually did find it kind of interesting watching them play, though, because the one team actually did shift their strategy because they just got owned.
Right.
And then when they went to, like, the next section thing, they switched how they were playing
Oh, my God.
Yeah. That's what the one guy even says something like that, He's like, oh, they switched their strategy, and he's just getting all excited. I'm like, dude, calm down.
I like video games as much as the next person.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I need to watch a Twitch stream and announce it like that.
Yeah.
Like, that would be fun, maybe.
Well, that's why I said I'm with you. It's like, at least the guy brought the energy. At least he wasn't just like, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah. Oh, apparently he's firing some sort of weaponry.
He just went a little, just a little too far. Rein it back a little bit.
Yeah, there's a happy medium there.
Yeah, because it made it hard to watch. That was my
I bet. Yeah, I bet. Because it's like, when it almost feels like it's too much, like it's put on, I can't get into it.
No, it's like you remember
It's like watching professional porn. It just doesn't do it for me. Like, right. I don't feel the passion.
Right. Yeah.
You guys are clearly acting.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's like with, wow, yeah, I just totally lost my train of thought there.
Yeah, sorry. Will DJ Horn help you? Will that help?
Yes, that always helps.
That was for Garrett.
Sure.
Yeah, the guy brought too much energy.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it kind of takes me out of it because it really was like it's too much of a put on.
Right.
Yeah. So And I'm that way. It's not just like the esports thing. I'm that way with anybody. It's like, oh, that's where I was going. The guy who, remember the Rangers win the cup, Rangers, and it's like, dude, shut up.
Like, we get it.
Yeah.
Goal!
It's funny.
Like, all right,
it's
we
funny
get it.
or good for a minute, and then it's like, or back, gone. Fucking Chris Berman. I liked Berman for a long time, but then it was like, dude, this guy doesn't update his repertoire at all.
Right.
He's the Jerry the King Lawler of sports.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like using like 100-year-old dated references that are vaguely like misogynistic or racist.
Right.
Yeah. Well, not vaguely with the King.
He hit that home run so good, he's going to the sock hop.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, what?
He hit that ball as hard as he hit his wife earlier. Yeah. No.
It's like that ball didn't have the newspaper on the table.
Oh, Jesus.
There, Johnny.
Terrible.
Crickets.
Crickets, yeah. As it should be.
As it should be.
So, have you seen this shit going on the internet where somebody took bagels to work and they're sliced like bread?
What?
Okay.
What sort of savagery is this?
Your bagel and it's sliced.
No.
Like if you're just running it through like a meat
No.
slicer.
Whose idea is this?
Apparently he referred to it as, I believe, a St. Louis style, and I saw all sorts of people on Twitter that were like, no, like, he does not represent St. Louis.
St. Louis style should be barbecue, not bagels.
Barbecue bagels, huh?
I'm just saying.
Like a bagel with some nice brisket
Like a St. Louis style barbecue I can get behind. If you bring me a St. Louis bagel and slice something like that, one, I'll be like, why'd you do to why is my bagel broke?
Yeah. You know, here's what's funny.
Unless you're toasting up making bagel chips, that's acceptable.
At its core, I'm like, stop it. Just eat the damn bagel. But then I was thinking about it. It's like, for a workplace, it's smart. Because there's always those people who want to rip a donut in half.
First off, fuck those people.
Yeah.
They should have their hands broke.
Then no one wants to touch the other half because it's like, I don't know if someone touched it, bit
like,
off
I don't want
it.
somebody's glazed Hep C donut over here.
Right? They glaze it with Hep C? Is that what
or
is it a Hep C donut glazed?
Whatever's under paw, I don't want.
Asking. Okay. But yeah, for the workplace, I can see it because there's always people who...
Yeah, but what are you going to do with a bagel slice? Look at it fun? Put a drink on it?
Yeah, it's a coaster.
Seriously, this is cool. I got a 2x2 inch of bagel.
Well, one person did say, think of all that surface area you can now put cream cheese or various topping on.
Yeah, I will fuck up a bagel with cream cheese.
Right.
I'm just saying. I just don't understand. If it's bagel chips and I can dunk, and I can dip, and I can put them on my eyes like I'm at the spa.
That's a good look.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why or there's always the assholes that are the, that, you know, well, not assholes, but it's like, you know, you have like 5 different types of bagels. They want to try each one. I guess, okay, it becomes a sampler concept. I guess. That. But if it's anywhere other than the workplace, kind of, or a public function type thing, it's right out.
Yeah.
You bring them to my house, I'm going to smack you in the head.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole box is going through your face. I don't know how.
St. Louis style bagels.
Yeah.
What does St. Louis know about Jewish baked treats?
That was something I did see a few things too. That was like leave it to someone a non-New Yorker to, you know.
Yeah, fuck up a bagel.
Up bagels, yeah. So.
What are you doing?
Yep. I don't know, man.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I'm hungry, someone presents me bagel chips, bagel scraps, I might have a few.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like I want to take cream cheese and like rebuild it.
Put it together and then slap it together like you're building a house.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think that's the move, really. You do that and you just...
It's kind of like being a mason with bagel pieces.
You could... Different toppings. If you're the type that likes that. Like, I'm pretty much like, if I have cream cheese, I just want cream cheese. But I know there's some people who like to do, like, fruit spread and cream cheese or something like that.
Oh, I've never done that, but I could see that.
Or, you know, the people who do, like, lox.
Yeah, bagel and lox, you know?
Yeah, nice little
throw on my fucking yarmulke and, hey, I get going.
Exactly.
Bell.
So I guess maybe it's not as terrible as we thought.
No, it's horrible. It's a travesty to baked goods everywhere.
All right, fine.
No, it'd be like if someone brought you donut slices.
Oh, that's worse.
Right.
I mean, you know what's funny, though? Realistically, let's look at this. Why are donut slices worse than donut holes?
A donut hole I can get behind because it's like, it kind of like...
Like, oh, that was just going to go in the trash.
Yeah, exactly. It's like donuts like little son. You're like, well, I'm eating
otherwise,
your children,
it's like,
donut.
why am I cutting a donut?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
But if it's like, if someone brought me a donut sliced like a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
I might slice their throat, too. like in their sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a loaf of bread.
For sure. And then leave like whole donuts like scattered around their bed.
I like this. There it is.
I just don't get it.
Yeah. I don't get it either.
Half the time I don't want my bread sliced. Let me cut my own piece. What if I want a thick slice?
That's
What
fair.
if I want a thin slice?
That's fair.
What if I want to eat the whole loaf? What if I want to hollow it out and fuck it? My slice of bread.
Why hollow it out? Just force your way in.
It's true.
Yeah. Just do whatever you want.
Seems aggressive.
It's bread.
Yeah.
I mean, are you really cared about what the bread
Well,
thinks?
if it's really crusty.
Okay, that's a different story.
Exactly.
Like, you might hurt yourself then.
Yeah, we don't need that. You don't need unwanted crust chafe. No one needs that.
I love unwanted crust chafe.
Yeah.
Like, crust chafe's cool, but
Unwanted.
unwanted.
Like, if you're into that,
Right
okay,
out.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Consensual
seen
crust
that
chafe.
Facebook group.
Yeah.
Consensual crust
Right.
chafe.
We're only into
It's the name of my bakery.
I imagine it'd be going out of business really fast.
It's already gone.
Really fast.
Yeah, I already put the locks on the door.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Right.
By locks, you mean the stuff you'd put on.
Yeah,
right?
salmon.
You just slam them
and
right on the door.
Salmon and capers or
Right.
whatever.
This is all over the door.
It's all over the door. No one wants anything to do with it.
What is this about?
Like, God, it smells awful in here.
Yeah.
Dog shit on the ground?
Like, maybe you should wash the door? Like,
nah.
fuck you.
Yeah,
I
fuck
come
you.
into your job and tell you how to do it.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you. Oh, man.
Right.
Ooh. All right. Hey, some more beer.
I know. So what do you think of this year's KBS?
It's pretty good. I didn't have last year, so
You
I
didn't
can't.
have last year's?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I had the year before,
It's actually surprisingly easy to find this year.
which I like
Yeah.
because, I mean, I get why, there is obviously the whole, the thrills in the hunt kind of thing.
Dude.
But at the same time, it's like, come on, this is good beer. People just want to drink it.
I record, and obviously it's not out because I'm still waiting for
Spurlers?
approval of
Spurlers.
But I did record my KBS episode for all the beers,
Mm-hmm.
and that was one of the things I was talking about.
Yeah.
Is I always like to hunt
Yeah.
to find KBS, and this year, every beer store I've gone into, they have a shitload of it.
Yeah, and like I told you, the one Holloway place was like, yeah, no limit for like the first 2 weeks or whatever. And
Yeah.
I was like you're going to, it's going to be gone.
Like, bro,
and it wasn't because they posted a picture like a week later.
I know.
And they still had plenty.
I hit them up on Instagram like, hey, can you save me a bomber? And they're like, oh yeah, no problem. And I went to pick it up, and they had tons. I was like, they're like, so you want that bomber? So I'm like, actually, I'd rather have the 4-pack because the bomber I wanted to basically put like in my cellar, and I'm still gonna buy a bomber just to cellar it.
Right.
But
yeah,
I would rather have a 4-pack for this situation.
Right. Which, by the way, thank you.
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry, Garrett. Garrett says they, no KBS out there.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. I can send you some.
Yeah.
I mean, legally.
Hit him up on whatever social media.
I can send you some totally legal, like.
Yeah.
Like, because you would come and pick it up from my house.
Of course.
Naturally.
There's no other way he would get that.
Winking. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny now until he's knocking on your door in a couple
Yeah,
days.
exactly. Until the sheriff's kicking me in the dick and tasing me.
And then Garrett's taking your beer.
Yeah, that too.
Like, how did he even get them here? And he's like, shut up, and kicks you in the dick again.
Exactly. How rude.
Rude and rude. Like, what's he paying you? Like, nothing. We're doing this for free.
Yeah, it's fun.
We've hated
He's
you
paying
for a long
us in
time.
hilarity.
Yeah. We've hated you for a long time.
Yeah, it's really good this year, though.
Yeah, good.
It's always good, though, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't had a bad batch. I haven't had a lot of it. I think this is only the third year I've had it.
That's good.
So, but I'm very happy to, have gotten one. Because when I was at the store yesterday, I bought the hams, so my beer budget was pretty much blown. But then I turned around and I saw Chill Wave, and I was like, oh.
I know, right?
But I couldn't find a price on it. That always makes me nervous. It should be like $12 probably.
It's probably a little more than that.
A little more than that, yeah.
If I remember right.
They had Lake Erie Monster right above it.
That's really good,
and that
too.
was like 10.
Yeah.
So, judging by that, I was, obviously, Chill Wave's going to be a little more.
Yeah, Lake Erie Monster's pretty good, though.
It is.
I'm just saying.
It's just not the same.
I haven't had it yet, but I also picked up a 6-pack of Barney Blood.
The dinosaur?
Yeah. from Shorts. It's like a
Please tell me
it's like a vanilla. I don't know.
Oh.
The bottle, like the artwork is a T-Rex skull. It's all purple. Everything's all purple.
That's fine.
I haven't poured it into a glass yet because it's
Coming
funny,
soon.
dude. I've just been buying beer strictly to podcast about. It's hilarious.
Sure, that's it. Yeah,
My fridge looks retarded right now. There's so much beer in it. It's crazy.
I like it.
It's like, we don't need food when I have all this delicious hops and water. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garrett, if you've had founders out there already, just smack them around a little bit.
KBS might be coming in. It just might take a little bit to
It
get
could
out
be
there.
too. Yeah. It hasn't been out here that long. Couple
weeks.
Yeah.
A couple weeks.
Yeah.
So it might make
And we
its way.
live in the state that it's from,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it should hit us
Yeah.
first.
And the way I understand Founders Distributes is basically like if you sell a lot of KBS the previous year, you get more.
Right.
So.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Anywho, we're going a little too deep here for some people that don't give a fuck about beer.
Why are they listening?
It's true. It's true.
They know we like the beers.
We do like the beers.
I mean, I've heard that at least one of us likes all the beers.
I do like all the beers.
Or drinks all the beers.
I'm trying.
Because you're not going to like them all.
No.
There's going to be some you hit somewhere that's like...
Actually, I'm going to
Have you hit one yet? Like, don't tell me what beer, but...
No, not yet.
No?
Well, I've only done a few. I'm going to actually request you leave me a hand.
Oh, I was planning on it.
Okay.
Totally.
So I could for sure...
it's all the beers, not all the craft beers.
Right,
So,
exactly. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I have to leave you America's classic premium beer, born in the land of Sky Blue Waters.
Oh, Sky Blue Waters. You don't say.
Sky Blue Waters sounds like the name that a hippie would give their kid.
Oh, my God.
Sky Blue Waters Johnson.
This is our daughter, Sky Blue Johnson. Sky Blue Johnson. She has a blue dick.
Like, is her name Sky or Sky Blue? Because I want to... No.
Is Johnson her middle name?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Are you telling me she blows... No.
Her brother's apple apparatus. Like, what? I hate hippies.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
Yeah?
Wow.
You don't say.
I don't say. You're right.
So, I did, you guys were talking about Love and Death and Robots.
Yeah.
I've only watched the first episode. Bro, that first episode got me.
Right?
Yeah.
See, it's funny. Dev and I talked about this. Not really talked about, but kind of, a little bit. Because I mentioned on the last episode that I've seen some people say that they thought it was interesting or weird that was the first one. Because they compared it to Black Mirror. How that first episode turned a lot of people away from that series.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's a shame because
Black
thought
Mirror's
the series
amazing.
was good, yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
That is a weird episode, for sure.
Yeah.
And this one, I thought, like, I was reading that some people
That's
thought
actually
it
what I
was
tell
too
people
aggressive.
with Black Mirror.
Yeah.
So I'm like, watch the first one. I'm like, you'll be like, what the fuck? But just keep going.
Just keep going, yeah.
Some people are like, thought the first episode was too aggressive. Because I don't want to give any spoilers,
Right.
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But certain events happen. I was like, what would it happen?
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm. But I liked it. I liked all the episodes. Like, even the ones that are weak are still
good.
entertaining.
I need to finish.
Or at least the animation's awesome. So you get caught up in that, if nothing else.
I need to finish the series because I really enjoyed the first episode.
And they're all short, too.
It's just,
they're all like 20 minutes.
I just
long,
haven't really had a chance to smash through the rest of it because, dying.
Yeah, I mean, that's slow you down.
Dying on the couch.
Yeah.
Instead, I watched Great British Baking episodes.
Right, which was
the first series or whatever.
You should have watched the other.
No, because I kept falling asleep.
Oh, never mind.
Like, I'm like, oh, and I wake up, I'm like, no, I missed the finale of Bread Week. Fuck.
I'm assuming you were watching on Netflix.
Now they're making biscuits, which are cookies.
Right.
Thank
you. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Not biscuits or buskets.
Right.
Yeah. Like, the first time I watched Biscuit Week, I was like, I love biscuits. And then they're making cookies. I was like, what is this shit?
I love cookies.
I do like cookies, but I was all, like, pissed off.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Cause
well, it's British, though. You have to understand.
I know. I understand they don't have the Southern country.
Right.
Southern culture.
Right.
Can't talk.
Nope. Sure can.
Do biscuits.
I could go for some biscuits right now.
Bro, that was the only thing my breakfast was missing today. I subbed out biscuits for waffles. I should have both.
Ooh, yeah, that's the move.
That's the move.
Yeah, real quick, you should tell people what you're talking about.
Yeah, I had a nice
nice
little breakfast this morning. Sausage gravy, biscuits, waffles, chicken. Not biscuits. Fuck. Chicken, waffle. It was good. Whatever it was good.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It was so good.
It looked really good.
Dude, it was amazing.
If you don't follow Tony on Instagram, you should check it out.
Yeah, the Monotony on Instagram.
At least for this picture. I mean,
yeah, it's nothing but food.
But, careful where you look at it because your trousers will get tighter.
Oh, for sure.
Male or female, your trousers are getting tighter.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I finished in my pants probably 3 times. It's crazy.
Yep.
Clean Plate Club right there.
Right. Yeah, I did appreciate that.
You like that? Yeah. I had to.
Yeah. Oh,
man.
No, breakfast.
Dude.
We never should talk about breakfast when we're doing
I know,
this.
because one, I'm so wrecked.
Yeah, right. And it's
Thank
weird.
God for this
I was
tablecloth.
saying it's weirder because I'm right next to you now.
Exactly. We have our podcast thongs on.
Yeah. Not anymore. I took mine off a ways back. Remember when we were talking about how hot it was?
Yeah, for sure.
That shit was gone. Yikes.
Oh, man. But, I don't know, man. What were we talking about? I got derailed by breakfast thoughts.
I have no idea. All I can think about is breakfast now.
I know, right?
God damn, breakfast does sound good right now.
It always sounds good.
I'd smash what you had for breakfast.
Dude, it was amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
Speaking of breakfast, the stout's delicious.
I know. Kentucky breakfast stout. When I realized what we were doing this today, I was like, I need to put some of these in my fridge. I still have one left.
Nice.
I probably might sell her that one, but I was,
Yeah, that's why it was funny because, I texted you and I'm like, hey, I got some hams. And then you're like, oh, I got some KBS. And I'm like, wow, that's, wow.
Well,
Yeah.
It's a celebration. It's 400.
My 6 of hams probably doesn't cost what one of these bottles cost.
Yeah, the 4-pack was retarded.
Yeah, that's one of
Yeah. I couldn't, like, the price point, I was like, eesh. No wonder I find it everywhere.
Yeah, that's honestly the reason I didn't get some is because it's
I have to get it every year,
so
though.
much. Yeah. If I could just buy
$24 for a 4-pack.
Right. Yeah, I know it's pricey. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why it's like if I could just buy
it's stupid.
Bottle. Yeah. Well, you know what though? It's like
it's $20 for a bomber. It's not terrible.
It's funny though. It's like when we look at it that way, it's like, but when you look at what we pay for pints, like we've paid $7-8 for a heavy pint of, like this, we would pay $8.
I paid $5.75 the other night for a pint of Oberon.
Yeah, that actually seems cheap for.
It's not bad.
I think it's usually like $7, isn't it?
It's not terrible, but I mean it's Oberon. You can find Oberon everywhere.
Right.
KBS you can't find everywhere.
But it's like Hop Slam is another one. Like it's usually $7 or so a pint.
Yeah.
And you've never seen me gripe about the price.
Oh yeah.
I'm always like
okay,
gimme.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm only going to drink 2 to 4 of them probably, and then
yeah, exactly.
done for the year basically.
Exactly.
So yeah, and I've never had any luck finding it. I've never walked into a store because I know it goes boom.
Yeah, Hop Slam is. Dude, I love hunting down fun beers.
Yeah,
that's become my thing.
What's really funny about Hop Slam though,
yes sir,
is this is a stout, whatever, but Hop Slam is just was it a triple or is it a double?
Triple.
Yeah,
I believe it's a triple.
I think it's a triple IPA. It's like there's triple IPAs that are out year round.
Yeah, but they don't taste as good.
No, but it's funny though because they're not horribly off of it. You know, it's not like there's a significant. It's not like that's the only triple and all the rest are doubles or something. It's funny how there's such a premium on that or on this.
Well, it's the only other triple I can think of. I know we're probably boring the fuck out of people.
Yeah.
The only other triple I can think of is Founder's Devil Dancer, and they stopped making it.
Oh, did they stop making it? Okay.
Because they whatever
triple. God, what was it? I don't remember.
Whatever Devil Dancer is, they've turned it into. Like I want to say, Devil Dancer got turned into the Barrel Runner.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I know I had another triple somewhere, but you're right. They are rarer.
Yeah.
Doubles you can find all.
Doubles you can find all.
Triple. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But whatever. Whatever, Trevor.
Whatever. All right. So.
Yes, sir.
Fluffy Bunny Ash.
Okay.
Because I had
lovely Fluffy Bunny Ash.
Right. I had made some comment about how we should have, or how people could send in questions for us.
Oh, okay.
So she sent in 3.
Oh, excellent. All right, lay it on me, buddy.
Right. So number 1, depressed behind this rusty mask, Dr. Doom is having a rough day. He decides to put on his favorite cheer himself up music playlist. What's the name of the playlist and the first song?
Oh, wow.
See, I figure because of the concept that we built here,
right,
that he's a very sensitive soul and everything, that the name's got to reflect that. Like it's something poetic or sounds like a Panic at the Disco song.
I kind of feel like my initial thought for his playlist is it's like DD's. Because he's got to, he doesn't want to put a Dr. Doom.
Right.
So it's DD's Feel Good Playlist Jams. Or no, just Feel Good Jams.
With a Z.
With a Z.
Right.
Yeah, it's all caps.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't understand how caps lock works.
No.
Kind of like parents when they first learn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, DD's Feel Good Jams.
Yeah.
And I want to say this first song is probably Happy by Pharrell.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think you
because he just needs to like start like dancing.
Yeah.
Like he's in the shower. He's in his metal suit.
Right.
Gets out of the shower. He's got the towel on his head.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And he's just like, hey, I'm happy. He's just like, yeah. And he's like clears like the steam off the mirror. And he's looking at himself. Like,
right.
We're gonna get it today, DD. That's what he calls himself.
Of course.
Yeah.
Or Big D, but not in a sexual way.
No, of course not. He's the first time he says to somebody, he's like, oh, he didn't realize he's all awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's got like a 3 down there. Poor guy. That's why he's all dominating the world and stuff.
Oh, yeah. You got to make up for something, right? That's why he has such a large suit. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Sorry. I'm just laughing at the towel on the head.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And him singing like into his brush.
He's got like a green robe.
I don't know why he has a brush. But he's got one, and he's singing into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Clears off the steam. I'm happy. He's wearing a robe.
He's clapping along because,
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I can't beat that. I'm not even going to try. That's
Fair
perfect.
enough. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so Dr. Doom.
All right.
Next.
Here's the second. Hollywood is making Salty Language the movie.
About goddamn time.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Aside from you and Tony, obviously, who related to the show in some way gets to be a character in the movie, and which actors and actresses play who?
Oh, jeez.
Hold on. And no, the casting don't have to be accurate. So if you want to say Judi Dench to play you, excellent.
Wait, will we have to cast us and other people?
Sure.
Because I really feel like we're starring in the movie.
Right. So, let's do the ancillary characters first.
Okay.
First of all, there's Soundboard T.
You got to have Soundboard T.
100%.
100%.
There's Seamus Pug.
Which
is an old reference.
Super old reference. There's
we gotta have Tate.
There's Uncle Creepy.
Uncle Creepy for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably a variety of hobos.
Well, yeah, you got to have
a parade of them, if you will.
Like a parade of homes.
Yeah.
A parade of hobos.
Well, at least they have shelter.
It's true.
Yeah.
Presenting to you in the parade of hobos, toaster oven.
Ooh.
Like, he's missing most of his teeth and 2 of his fingers.
Don't ask about the fingers.
Yeah, don't ask about the fingers.
He's very sensitive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I said, I feel... Okay, so let's back this up. Okay, so who plays T?
Soundboard T, you need someone with a good voice. You need the guy who does Allstate.
Yes.
That guy,
right.
Just so he could just say all day.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't considered that because I was going to mention, I can't think of his name now. It's Gary something. Anyway, yours is better. We'll go with that.
Okay, Gary Sinise?
No, not this time. But yeah, I like it because the voice is very important because we are going to need all day calls.
Yeah, and
so
that's
got to be right.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can't have someone with no bass in their voice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's got to be of some sort of sexy voice that just says all day.
Yeah, that kind of rattles your like subcockles when he says it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, fair enough.
Right.
Okay, so Uncle Creepy. Who plays Uncle Creepy? Steve Buscemi's my pick, but
that's a good one.
Could you put him in a Santa suit, and that's terrifying enough.
Yeah, I mean...
although, in fairness, he doesn't look like that kind of creepy.
No.
He just looks like some weird...
You'd have to do Ron Howard's brother. That fucking ghoul. I don't remember his name, but you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
You know? Well,
you're going to have to show me, because I don't... I mean, I probably will, but I don't know off the top of my head.
I don't remember his name off the top of my head. He's definitely Ron Howard's brother, so I'll just put it out.
Is it Gary Sinise?
No.
Oh. Worth a try.
Ron Howard. If you see one...
I hope he just looks normal.
This fucking mutant.
Oh, my God. Okay, that guy for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
That guy.
Yeah.
Clinton Howard.
There we go. Okay.
It's way far away, but this guy.
He played a creepy janitor on Married with Children in an episode where Peggy wins a bingo tournament.
I mean, how is that a person?
Oh, you're right.
You can't. I know
it's
so far away.
Totally though. 100% right. Yes, that's the guy for sure.
Goddamn Clint Howard. You savage.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. So Clint Howard's Uncle Creepy.
Wow.
Should we write this down?
Oh, should we?
I don't know. Should we? I don't know. So we got Uncle Creepy cast. We got Soundboard T cast. I still say we play us.
Well, I know we did that, but we did a casting for ourselves once before. I don't even remember. I want to say maybe that's why she's referencing it. I was like, did I mention? Did I say Judi Dench for myself?
I don't know.
That seems like something I would do.
Yeah, I don't recall. If I'm being honest, I don't recall.
All right, really quick. So who else? We have to have Tate.
We have to have Tate. So we need a sassy Texas lady.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton.
Is she sassy enough? I don't think
she's
sassy
probably
enough.
not sassy enough.
I don't think she's even close to sassy enough.
So we just need sassiness in general.
Also, nerd.
Yeah, nerd sassiness. Olivia Munn.
Okay.
Just because she's a smoke show.
I don't know. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really not concerned with who we cast for.
Not
us.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a rough one.
All right. What about Heno?
Oh,
because he's filled in as host.
He has filled in as host, right? You need let's see here. You need a sensual older man
that has competent board work.
Yeah,
very important
for sure.
Yeah. Tracy Morgan.
Yes. Yeah,
that was actually, I was thinking that for T. Like, that would be hilarious to have Tracy Morgan as T. Picture him doing all day.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be entertaining.
Exactly.
Wouldn't be quite right, but it'd be entertaining.
I mean, I guess, I don't know about Tracy Morgan for Heno.
Just screwing around.
But I love it. Probably Gary Oldman.
Because his name's Old Man? That's rude.
No, because he could play any part.
Oh.
He could definitely like dive into being competent board man.
Okay.
Anyone that could play Dracula and Commissioner Gordon could definitely play Heno.
Okay. Before the racist comments, I might have said Liam Neeson because it'd be funny to just do like a whole Taken segment.
That would be funny.
But with, Heno's character.
Yeah.
Also, I like it when, something's cast and it's really not anything
it's way
like
off.
the person. Yeah.
It's way out. Yeah, Halle Berry.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Perfect.
That way, Heno is Fish Mooney. Sorry, Heno.
Stupid Fish Mooney. Jada Pinkett.
Really quick, side note.
They're
only a couple episodes away from Gotham being done.
Good.
So I figured you'd celebrate that.
Yeah. When you see me popping off champagne bottles, you'll know why.
Oh, okay. I was like, you do know we're being watched this time. We can't lie about what we're doing. But yeah, in the future, it's a different story.
Yeah, fucking stupid Gotham.
All right, so anyone else that we would need? I mean, we'd have to have random dog as Belle.
Yeah, we could just cast Belle because she fits the bill of being a stupid dog.
That's she fits. You're right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if we need to cast a floor shitter,
we probably we'll just have Leah as Leah for the fuck you.
For sure. Yeah, classic segment.
Right, and it's just who better to do it than her?
Yeah, exactly. She's a natural.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's nailed.
Yeah, for sure.
Now here's the question.
Yes, sir.
Before we get to us,
who are we casting as George Lucas? We want to go way back.
Oh my god. I feel like we just cast George Lucas as George Lucas.
All right, perfect.
Or we find Gary Sinise and see if he'll do it.
Oh, I mean, he could do it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just want to have Gary Sinise in the movie.
We need to have Louise Guzman, that sweet character actor.
Yes.
Yeah, as George Lucas.
That'd be great. Yeah. I like that much better.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. It's Jorge Lucas.
Yeah, Jorge. Yes.
Oh, shit. All right, so do we need to cast, like, Cheeto Bandito, Fluffy Bunny Ash? Because, I mean, they're a regular part of the show.
They are a regular part of the show, but
Field reporter Jared.
Well, see, here's the thing. Is with, like, Fluffy Bunny Ash and Cheeto Bandito.
Keep in mind she's watching.
I understand. We've never heard her voice on the show.
That's true. I was going to say, and also, she doesn't live that far from us, so be careful what you say.
Yeah, I'll have a red dot on my face all of a sudden.
You might. Yeah.
But, yeah, we've never actually heard.
Okay, fair enough.
But with, like, FRJ, he's left his voicemails.
True.
He's actually done some field reporting for us.
Yeah, that's true. I think we just let him do a cameo, right?
We could let him do a cameo.
I feel like that's kind of what happens, is we just let people like him do cameos.
Much like Doug.
Yeah.
Doug out of Canada.
Yeah,
there.
Doug Lingerie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Although I kind of just want Doug Lingerie to have his own movie now.
I agree.
The Private Detective.
It's like what, like wears like skimpy, lacy things underneath his suit coat and stuff.
That's his secret.
Yeah, exactly. So it helps you think.
Yeah. People walk in, he's just wearing some weird teddy, you know.
Exactly.
Like, am I in there? Like, they're looking back at the door, like, you know.
Like, what are they?
Is this the Private Detective office?
It's Doug Lingerie
Yeah,
here.
it sure is. Get in here.
Get in here.
Can you keep a secret?
Ignore my lacy garters.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Ignore my satin thong.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Yeah, once you see it, you can never unsee it.
That's right. I mean, I feel like we need to have S. Anthony, too. We'll just have him do his own cameo.
Oh, he definitely needs to do his own cameo. That's
Because,
fine.
I mean, you know, smooth represents smooth, you know.
Is that game respects game and all
exactly. So, okay, so now to the important part.
Oh, okay.
Us.
I'm telling you, we play us.
Just us playing us?
No,
okay,
yeah.
what if we couldn't play us? Who plays us then?
Okay. Let's
Gary
hear.
Sinise play us both?
I need someone that can grow a magnificent beard.
Okay, so Tyler Perry's out.
That would be fun, though. Medea presents SLP the movie.
I mean, I kind of like the idea of, you know, like pulling the old Nick Fury move, you know? Like, Brian's black now.
I mean, we could.
Samuel L. Jackson plays me.
Perfect.
But he plays me as a white man.
I love it.
No.
It's perfect.
What movie was that? Was it? Oh, it had Eddie Murphy in it, didn't it? Where he's wearing the white face.
White Girls. That was a Damon Wayans situation.
No. There was something else before that.
Oh.
Maybe not. That I feel like he was wearing white, but then he's in the bathroom. I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't
I'll
know.
think of that. I don't know. I thought there was an Eddie Murphy thing or something. Anyway.
Someone I see. I said someone with a glorious beard.
Yeah, you definitely need someone with a sloping brow and a glorious beard.
Yeah, exactly. The old sloping brow.
And drags his knuckles.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the only reason there's no hair on him.
Yeah, exactly. That friction keeps them off.
Right.
Yeah, fucking rocks and pebbles, buddy.
Right. It explains why your hands were always tore up,
Oh,
too.
right, exactly. It's true. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Patton Oswalt plays me.
That's a good one.
Because he's short, fat, and...
Witty as fuck.
Sure.
There you go.
I'm all those things.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Patton Oswalt. I love it.
Right. Ray Romano plays you.
Yes. All right, we're in. No. Ray Romano's not a bad choice.
It's a terrible choice. You don't sound anything like that.
I know.
And I've seen him with a beard.
No bueno.
Doesn't work.
No.
It's not. Your beard's way better.
Probably Chris Christopherson.
That's a good idea, because then in the remake, later, Bradley Cooper can play you.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's
now we're talking. All right,
and Lady Gaga can play me.
I love it.
Perfect.
Exactly. It's about time.
I actually like this idea. I'd like to see Lady Gaga play my part.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. And it could be a groundbreaking performance.
Could be. We could be completely, it's like salty language, completely reimagined.
Right. And then when they do the duet, as we always do.
I'll pick Anna Kendrick because she's adorable. And I am adorable.
I mean, there's some argument, but no. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go.
Well, I loved it. Thank you, Fluffy Bunny
I'm
Ash.
sure there's others, like character stuffs we've talked about over the years that we just don't remember.
We have 400 episodes of bullshit. How can we remember everything?
Right. I feel like Doom has to make a cameo.
Oh, Doom definitely needs to make a cameo. Yeah. Which, that could be anybody. It's just a Doom suit.
They still, though, you emote with the eyes, Tony. Anyway. All right, so number 3. She says, all the big theme parks are adding big fancy new attractions lately. Potter World at Universal, Star Wars World at Disney, etc. Mm-hmm. What big attraction is being added to Hobo Gulch to keep things fresh for both the tourists and the hobos?
Well, I mean, that'd just be a shower.
Well, I mean, we don't really shower, though. I mean, we just kind of...
It's more like a fire hose.
Well, have you seen those things that they used to, like...
It's called delousing.
No, like out in the fields when they're, like, irrigating, you know, they have those big metal things that, like, spray the water.
Yeah.
I think That's pretty much what we have.
Yeah, it self-propels, just drives over them, sprays them down.
Yeah. Whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's a delousing.
Yeah, it's delousing. That's all it really is. So what attraction does Hobo Gulch bring?
I mean, we've had a bunch already in the past.
It's
but
true.
She's right. We do have to stay on the cutting edge.
It's exactly.
Otherwise, we're going to lose out to these places.
Well, I think because it's Hobo Gulch and it's full of hobos. And let's be honest, no one gives a shit about hobos. You can kind of have like a Westworld vibe. You want to shoot one in the face? Whatever. There's like 30 more behind
Holy
them.
Shit. You're right.
You know?
Who doesn't want to hunt the most dangerous?
Yeah,
whatever.
Exactly. A confused hobo.
Right.
The deadliest of prey.
Confused hobo.
He's got a bindle full of nuts and bolts.
Right. That they think are
fucking
mix.
like treats.
Yeah.
Like, what is this, Yo Play? Like, no, it's not, buddy. It's petroleum jelly.
I like this idea.
Yeah. So, like I say, it's very much Westworld.
I like Garrett's idea, shower with the hobos.
Yeah, for sure. Don't drop the soap.
I would not want to shower with the hobos.
No.
They're filthy.
Yeah, no.
We pick only the filthiest
Yes,
hobos.
the finest of filthy hobos.
Yeah. I mean, we actually add filth to them.
Yeah.
Just to ratchet it up a notch.
Well, for sure, because, it's what you expect.
But I like your idea. Like we just buy a big open field.
Yeah.
Well, not open, but we just buy a big area and we just, put some shelter in there because it's got to be sporting.
I mean, I guess.
If they're just, serpentining down, I mean, you're still going to shoot them,
Well, it's a hobo. What do you expect?
Yeah, but that's not as fun. You want to have a little fight.
You're talking about like a fenced-in operation.
Kind of.
Like high fence hunting.
Well, that's the fun part of it is they think it's actually like bigger than it is, but it's really only like...
It's like a walk-in closet.
Yeah, it's like half a mile.
No.
They think it just goes on forever, but that's because we've just cleverly painted it like we're Wile E. Coyote.
Oh, it's like Truman Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they think it goes on forever. They hit that wall and they're like, oh shit.
Like, oh shit, flat earth.
And then there's people with guns behind them and whoops-a-daisy.
Yeah, exactly. It's only there's a hobo head on a wooden plaque somewhere.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
and of course we offer cleaning services.
Oh yeah. I mean, you got to clean your hobos after you kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have them stuffed in mine.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly.
Just picture going in someone's house and the hobo's like, like a polar bear,
Yeah, for sure. He's got a fish in his mouth, but it's not an actual fish. It's just a can of sardines.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I see you got a good hobo, huh?
Yeah, wow.
Is that a 3-pointer?
Is that a whitetail one?
Yeah.
He just unbuttons the butt flap on it. I was like, it sure is.
Yeah, well, part of it's white.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hobo.
It is now.
Yeah.
After I watched it.
Yeah, that's terrible. Why would you say all this?
I like that idea because we go with that. And then my other thing would be probably like, bare knuckle brawl a hobo.
Oh, that's true.
That'd be fun for kids of all ages.
That would be.
It's
like a petting zoo, but with punching.
Well, we already have the petting zoo.
That's true.
But, at some point they're not cute anymore. No one wants to pet them.
That's true.
Bring them over here and let them get punched in the face.
Basically a hobo glue factory.
Yeah. Yeah, they just get punched around and then we're all set.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Just smart because we're just,
Sometimes you got to recycle your hobos.
Recycling, yeah, because we're certainly not setting them out to stud.
No, what are you, crazy?
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah, no one needs hobo sex.
No one wants that.
No.
Well, maybe. I mean, if it's there, we'll capitalize on it.
I mean, I guess.
If someone really wants to.
If someone wants that dirty hobo dick package, whatever.
I'm just picturing the brochure,
Yeah.
Like, oh, they have a hobo petting zoo, and they have the hunting this year.
Yeah,
Oh, dirty hobo dick.
Like, oh, look, for $95, I can add in the dirty hobo dick.
Right? Like, let's get this for the bachelorette party.
Yeah. Like it says he's got crushed glass in his foreskin. It's crazy.
Ouch. That's a terrible place for crushed glass.
It's terrible.
There's two, that and the ass are pretty bad. The eyes, too, pretty awful.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah. Of those three choices.
Probably right in my eyeball.
Yeah, right.
Like, I look sick of an eye patch.
Like you're playing that, like it's like a thing of Saw.
Yeah, right. Fuck, Mary, kill,
one.
but with crushed glass.
Eyes?
Like, I guess
It has to be in both, because,
For sure.
Yeah. It's like, I like the...
but I don't have foreskin.
Yeah. We'll just put it in the pee hole.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
We got this wooden mallet. We're going to pound it right in.
Right? Like, see, what we do is we use a glass catheter, and then we just smack
Oh, God, that sounds so brutal. Oh, my God. That would be the worst thing ever.
Yes. Yeah, and we've seen the one where the guy has the jar blown.
Oh, God,
ass.
one guy, one jar.
Oh, my God.
I never watched that video.
Do not look that up.
No, do not Google that. Google it right now. Do not.
The link's right. No.
Yeah. So for the. All right.
That's what we need. We do this again. We gotta get some we need to get some logo stuff out here.
Well, I mean,
like T-shirts and hats.
First
and
timers.
Midgets and.
We need like mic flags and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hobos.
Wearing our gear.
Crushed glass. Dicks. Wait.
Probably not that stuff.
No.
Whew.
Not that stuff at all.
So there you go. I hope those attractions will bring all the kids in.
Oh, man. If it doesn't bring the kids in, I don't know what to tell you.
I know. I mean, because we have said, it is Hobo Gulch is the premier vacation destination for families.
Yeah, it's like the Disney World for venereal disease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Disney World.
I was going to say, this is an interesting segue.
It's really not.
All right.
So, I saw that they introduced some new rules the other day, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you're not allowed to bring giant baby strollers in the park anymore.
That's fair.
Which is understandable. The reason they said is because, it clogs up the walkways and stuff. Nah, I get that,
okay. For sure.
And they even said most things will still work. Like, even the ones where you can run with them type ones, like, those will work, But they just don't want the,
the big, huge, large ones.
Yeah.
You can, it's like a Winnebago for your baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's reasonable. But then the next thing they said is you can't bring your own ice in because it slows down.
Diamonds?
No. Actual ice, like blocks of ice, like
in a cooler or something.
Yeah, you can't bring in your own ice.
Why?
Because they said that because it makes it to where they have to search everything or whatever. And I was like, okay.
I mean, I get it, but you're Disney.
Yeah.
They probably have a small paramilitary army on base right there.
Oh, they do. Yeah. Well, it's funny. They said that that there's free ice available anywhere in the park. Like
free ice, you don't say.
Right.
For a low fee of, you got to buy like an ice wristband.
Probably. Oh, you didn't buy the ice package? Ooh.
Oh, geez.
Guess you're drinking warm soda all day.
Yeah. Oh, now we got to pound this crushed glass in your anus.
Or peel. Male or female.
Yeah, dealer's choice.
Terrible. So that was actually the first thought I had was like, there's no ice in the park? Like, I'm thinking, like, they're not going to...
Yeah.
Like, oh, you just can't bring it into the park.
That's weird.
Maybe... I'd really like to know the real reason, because a lot of times there's this is what we'll tell.
This is why we're saying it, but then the real reason behind it.
Yeah, because, it's not like you can freeze vodka,
Right.
So you can't be like, oh, it's just vodka ice cubes, like tee-hee. So I don't know. It's, yeah. I don't know why you would have to search ice cubes.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I mean, I get it if it's the wrapper, maybe.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's just because people are bringing in coolers that had, like, booze and shit, and it was buried under ice.
That could be.
And you don't...
that actually makes sense, because if you bring in a cooler with stuff in it, but there's no ice, you don't have to sift around in it.
You just kind of, like, look and peruse and shit.
Yeah. So, that's you're probably right. It was just kind of weird to read.
It is kind of weird.
Because, like, really? Ice? Okay.
Ice baby.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nope. So, all right.
Oh, shit.
That's all I got, man.
Probably.
We got to be at 2 hours, right?
According to the YouTubes, we're at 2:07, so we're probably a little under because we were fucking around for a while into getting there.
Okay.
But
it's right there, nice and big.
Oh, you like that?
I'm trying to look at the Audacity thing here.
Fair enough.
Silly me.
Yeah, that's a little over 2 hours, too, although we're still beginning fucking around.
True.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, we could probably wrap this bitch up.
All right. I think this went fairly well.
Yeah, I think so,
Mostly hiccup-free.
Mostly.
Except for the starting.
Yeah, and me stepping in a pile of shit.
And that was certainly no fun for anyone. I mean, I kind of laughed. But
it was kind of fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, as always, head over to saltylanguage.com. And, hold on. Garrett says something here. They outlawed ice because people were putting giant plastic bags of melted ice in the trash. Oh, that's a good reason.
Huh.
Yeah. That makes sense. Because they've got, like, the weird people who come out of nowhere and empty the trash, like, frequently. So, okay, that makes sense. Anyway, so head over.
I figured they'd have animated brooms walking around.
Yeah, they do.
Emptying the trash and stuff.
Mm-hmm. People in those costumes.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, so, head over to saltylanguage.com. Click all the links over there.
Indeed.
hopefully people have enjoyed this, the few that have watched, and anyone who listens, hopefully you'll enjoy this as well. I don't know. I think we should shoot for doing this more.
Yeah, this is pretty fun.
I always like being in the room. It's
a better energy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a better vibe.
Right. I mean, also, we're drinking a couple beers. I mean, we went, pretty easy today.
Yeah.
A big dumb hams and a KB. Well, it's not really easy, I guess.
No, I mean,
KBS is a kick in the dick.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
Yeah. So, yeah. So anyway, head over to, again, saltylanguage.com. All the links are there. And then check out, you can, man, I can't talk now. All of a sudden, I just did.
You talk at salty_language on Twitter?
You know what it is? I looked at the camera.
Don't do that.
Yeah, instead of I've just been talking to you the whole time, basically. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to reach out to us, you can hit us up via email at saltylanguage@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can hit us on Twitter, as Tony said, at salty_language, because Twitter sucks and they won't let us have salty language.
Yeah, fuck you, Twitter.
You can find me at Stunami.
You can find me at Monotony. Or also, of course, you can find us on Instagram, Salty Language Pod. YouTube.
You can find me at
Salty Language Pod on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely check this out, because if we're going to do this again, you
might want to tune in and stuff.
Boom. Yeah.
And I mean, I guess shameless plug, all the beers pod on Twitter and Instagram. That's going to be my next little gig I'm doing, and all the beers pod on YouTube. Right. I think I might do this too, since
why not?
I've been setting up.
You got you got a fancy new logo all set.
I do have a fancy.
It's pretty
logo.
awesome.
I know,
yeah.
Right?
So, and then, of course, check me out on The Crazy Life, where I'm there with Henno and Jen talking about mental health and just overall, wellness.
Yeah. It's a good gig.
Yeah. We enjoy it. I get close to 200. So.
That's wild, by the way.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, anything else?
Probably, but I have no idea.
All the links are at saltylanguage.com.
Yeah, saltylanguage.com, exactly.
That's all you need. If you'd rather listen on Spotify, we're on Spotify also. Just check Salty Language. Yeah, it's all right. Well, I guess until next time, have beer, you'll be fine.
Stay salty, 400 times in a row and stuff.
Yeah. And, I don't know. Thanks for sticking around with us for this many episodes. If you've been a listener, or if you're new to the show, welcome. But either way, thanks for giving our silliness some numbers so we keep doing it.
Yeah, right? Love it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hit stop now.
Okay.